Hello, everybody. So, welcome. So, this is my first time on this channel, actually. So, that's going to be interesting. And I might not be invited back after tonight. But first of all, welcome to the Laugh Love Lindy show, as obviously is always said on this channel. I know the introduction here. And we'll go around and introduce everybody. So, we'll start off with, of course, the brilliant host of this channel and the usual DM of Laugh Love Lindy, or for today, Snicker Smooch Schmindy.
Yes. So, hi everybody, I'm Lindy, Laugh Love Lindy. I'm very excited about tonight's one-shot, because it's gonna be spooky, because Halloween was just last night, and this was the date we could all get together and play a spooky one-shot. So, I'm going to be playing Snicker Smooch Schmindy, a social media influencer, and she's just so excited to be here and traveling to Comic-Con to, I don't know, meet up with, I don't know what's gonna happen with things with her favorite actor and, you know, her mod team. And I even brought my cousin, so it's gonna be great.
You did, and speaking of your cousin, welcome.
Hi, I'm Nugatosaurus. Today I'm going to be playing Cousin Katie from Waco, Texas. I'm a cattle rancher, and I help run a ranch for troubled youths, and we teach them how to wrestle cows. And I'm going to a Comic-Con today, probably the first one I've ever been to, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Brilliant. And we'll move over to the movie star themselves then.
Yes.
Sam.
That's me. I am Sam McGriff. I'm a movie star, boxer, and I was told to get on this plane and go sign some autographs or something by my agent, but really I just want to get back to my wrecking ball.
Brilliant stuff. And so we'll move over straight to your agent then with Donald Pell.
Well, hello, I'm Shiny Pilot, and today I'm going to be playing Donald, also known as Donald Pell to his friends. I'm agent extraordinaire, of course, working for Sam, the boxer, and whatever he needs, I'll take care of, and things he doesn't even know he needs yet, I take care of.
And finally, last but never least, PC the tech guy.
Yeah, I'm at Deception Check. I'm playing PC, Perception Check, the mod, tech guy, and biggest fan of Schmindy. She's like the greatest, and she could be dry, she could be tough, but she's the greatest. And yeah.
Well, it's certainly that, but you know what it is. It's all tough love, of course. That's definitely what it's got to be. So, speaking of, I'm HollowTale, and I'll be your what is it in this game again? The keeper. There we go. I'm so used to narrator or game master or DM, but I'll be your keeper for tonight. Not quite the keeper of cows, that goes to Katie, but the keeper of other things, of horrors. So, we'll begin. This group of individuals that we have before us today find themselves boarding the same metallic bird, a plane, as these people call it. They all take seats, putting on their seatbelts as the light comes on above them. They wrap and cinch them, and the plane begins to set off, and they're all rattled in their seats as it takes off into the skies. It's only a few hours of flight until they're going to reach their destination. They're heading to San Diego Comic-Con. A brilliant trip for them all. For some of them, it's business. For some of them, it's pleasure. For others, it's confusion. As they fly on the plane, there's a few interesting sights. Some people wearing strange costumes, dressed as spacemen, dressed as orcs and strange other creatures. And the rest just look to be very confused. Businessmen traveling to another city, families taking a trip. And we join you all as you've been in the plane for around an hour. You're all seated nearby each other in first class. You're given the best seats in this place. And you're delivered cups of coffee. It's not good coffee. but it's coffee.
Donald, looking towards the flight attendants, will go, Stewardess.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
There's no whiskey in this coffee. Do you have whiskey?
Oh, yeah, I guess. I mean, you got to pay for that.
Put it on my tab.
All right, she says. She toddles on off and then comes back very soon after with a small little complimentary bottle of whiskey and just kind of hands it out and just looks at your seat and just nods. I'll put it on your tab then, Mr. Pell.
Please.
Anything for the rest of you?
Yeah,
peanuts.
Need more peanuts for Mr. Sam here, and a couple of those wet wipes, maybe the hot towel. You okay, Mr. Sam? What do you need?
This is really shitty coffee, just the way I like it.
Good. Well, I'll go and get you those hot towel.
Excuse me, what brand is this coffee? Because I'm not allowed to drink any brands that I'm not sponsored by.
Oh, it's like, I mean, I can't say what it is.
Is it
I don't
Starbucks?
think it has a brand. No, it's not Starbucks.
I don't think I can drink it then.
But I can make you up one of those little sort of pre-made ones, the ones in little packages.
Sure, yeah, I'm sure.
I'm a big fan, Schmindy, by the way. I follow you on Instagram.
Yes, well, I'm so glad to have met you on this delightful airplane. You are doing a great job. Do you want a selfie?
Yeah.
All right.
And it's as you line up for the selfie that those of you who aren't engaged in this conversation, you all feel something strange. You stop hearing the engines. The rumble has stopped. And things feel strange. You don't feel movement. You don't feel like you're going anywhere. And looking out into the night sky, those of you not engaged in this conversation see that everything is still.
Now, I've never been on a plane before, but I don't think they're supposed to do that.
You're noticing that too, well?
Yeah, that's really strange, right? That's not normal.
The hum, like that, that one that puts you to sleep. That.
Well, I don't know who can sleep in a racket this loud, but sure. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, it's not loud anymore. You can sleep now.
As you say that, who's looking out the windows right now? Okay. So the two of you. Could you give me a very quick spot hidden check, please?
Is that the purple or the green one?
And that would be the green one.
Green. Okay.
Yes.
Oh no.
Brilliant. So let's have a look at what you get. So you got a fail, unfortunately, but deception check, you got a success. So Katie, you look outside and it's a bit confusing. This, you haven't flied before much. This is new to you and you kind of don't know what you're looking for. PC though, you have, you've looked a few times and you've flown a few times and this ain't right. This ain't right. And as you look out, you see these small, strange dots of light moving in strange manners. Many of them at a distance.
Cousin Katie, do you see those dots out there? The light, the stars are.
I don't really see anything.
It's probably
pretty dark
just my
out there.
flash. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you do take a lot of pictures.
I swear they're. No, okay, maybe I need a little bit more rest.
Maybe you need some of this coffee.
Maybe
Wake
you
up
do.
a little
Do
bit.
you need a cushion, sir? Says the air attendant.
I still have work to do. The kerning on
Oh.
this new press release is completely off, and Schmindy will get all over me if I don't get this straightened up. So.
Oh my god, did you say something about the kerning?
Yes, I know it's still off.
Can Donald lean in at this? I guess he's like, I imagine him like aisle row, and he's going to lean towards the other row where PC and Schmindy are, and he's going to lean in looking towards PC and be like, "Are you that lady's agent there?"
Well, I mean, that's one of the jobs that I do, but it's not official, really. I mean, I do all of her tech, all of her promos, all of her publications. I do her overlays for her streams. I've also started work
you're-
on her app.
One of
Does
them
she
working guys.
pay you for this?
Well, no, I'm getting exposure.
Honey.
Look here.
And
That's
as
it
you
right
say,
there.
exposure, as if summoned by the words that are heard by many artists, video creators, and other people out there, musicians especially. You hear a grinding noise and a metallic, very scratchy noise. And almost the moment that you hear it, you see part of the side of the plane pulled off as the cabin begins to depressurize.
Oh!
You see the air hostess that is near you immediately begin to get pulled
Oh
towards
my
the
god.
exit.
I did not
and
pay
you see
attention to the
many
flight
people
attendant
pulled
at
out.
all because I was texting.
And with that, as that's happening, could you all please give me a dexterity check, please?
Oh, I'm
as you try
somewhat
and
dexterous.
save yourself.
Okay.
If you have your seatbelt on, you get a bonus dice.
Okay.
Oh, I
I
don't have
probably
my
have a
seatbelt
seat.
on because
Okay.
it
well,
would have
that's
looked
still-
so awful in selfies.
How do we roll a bonus dice? We just click it twice, or
Yeah, I believe so. You could just roll it twice, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I would have worn my seatbelt, but still,
Okay.
that's.
I
ooh,
did not succeed.
See, this is the shortest PSA on airplane safety.
Wear
Donald-
your seatbelt.
Donald got extreme success.
Wow, very nice.
Locked
So,
it.
We're never flying this knockoff airlines again. Yelling that out.
okay, so those of you with a extreme success, which I believe is only one of you, you manage to hold on to something. As you're flung up, you grab onto a seat and you manage to hold on to it tight as you're not being yanked out. The rest of you are immediately sucked out the plane and thrown into the air outside as you begin to fall.
Uh-oh!
Those of you outside feel strange. As you fall for a while, you then feel something clasp onto you, onto your back. You feel multiple, almost appendages, grip you. And your vision fades. The one of you that remains on board the plane, however, you're the only one there aside from possibly 3 other people.
Is it still have any sound? Is there a wind rush? Are we?
There is. There's a
free-falling?
lot of wind rush coming out as obviously the depressurizing is happening.
Oh,
People are being sucked
did-
out. There's screams. So,
Okay, Donald's a little freaking out by like
and Donald,
ah.
as I believe you're the only one that remains on the plane at this point. Yes, you're the only one that remains on the plane, Donald. You see something that's very strange as you see these creatures seem to appear. You see these insectoid, strange creatures begin to crawl their way inside, and they seem to turn their heads towards you and rush towards you.
He starts panicking and he unbuckles his belt. He's gonna jump for it.
So you you fly out, you smack into one of them on the way, and then you're falling. And as you begin to free fall, could you give me a sanity check, please?
Sure. Let's see, sanity.
I'll take my chances falling.
Yeah. Ah. He does not like bugs, apparently. All right, green dice. Sanity. Success.
So on a success, you do manage to succeed. You only lose 1 sanity this time, luckily. However, as you feel those appendages grab you as you're falling, everything fades. Almost an instant later for all of you, it doesn't feel like it's been long at all. It's almost snap the moment you're back to consciousness. You find yourselves all surrounded by darkness, by a complete thick blackness that surrounds each of your presences. And you hear a hollow noise as if there's no wind coming within this area, and you feel nothing, very little. You all awake. What do you do?
I immediately look for my cell phone.
You pat yourself down, you look for your cell phone, and yet no cell phone is on you.
Oh my god.
Schmindy, are you okay? Is everything all right?
I don't
You do
have
hear
my
the
cell
voices. As the rest of you waking, hear the voices of Schmindy, of PC the tech guy.
Ugh.
Does this include Donald?
All of you.
Okay. I'll...
Oh no.
How
Well,
far away does everyone sound?
Could you give me a very quick spot hidden check on that, please? Or listen check, actually. There's a listen in this
And
game.
then just out of curiosity for that, we're in blackness right now.
Just
said?
darkness. Yeah, just complete
Okay.
darkness.
Ooh.
Like absence of light. Like you're almost in like a mine shaft sort of dark. Like
Okay.
there is not even any ambient light.
I think I did that right.
Okay, on that, you do determine where they are. They don't feel too far away from you. The noise does, however, echo heavily. You do feel that much. But what you do also catch on to is that they're quite close by. You at least hear Schmindy's voice off to your left, maybe within reach.
All right, I'm
The
gonna.
rest seem a bit further away.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make my way over to Schmindy. I'm like, cousin, are you there?
Cousin
I'm gonna-
Katie, I'm like right here, but I don't know how I'm gonna find you without the GPS on my phone.
You just stay right there. I'm gonna come to you. All right, darling.
Okay,
Just take a deep breath.
it's fine. I still have my emergency gummy bears.
All right.
Donald will chime in. Mr. Sam, Mr. Sam, are you there? Grunt, say something.
yeah.
Sam? Oh, there you go. It's like right next to him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like directly he's in front of you.
Mr. Sam, I am so sorry. We are not taking this airlines ever again. I'm going to leave them such a bad review on Yelp. They won't even know what hit them. We are going to go straight to the top with this. I tell you, Mr. Sam, straight to the top.
I'm less worried about the airline and more worried about the darkness. Where are we?
Well,
It's as you say, where are we? That you see a few lights begin to turn on at the top of a room. And the ceiling seems to be almost 100 foot or more up. And you're in a metallic cylinder of a room, one with no doors. Only this smooth metal that's all around you.
I feel like this is a silo. Like there should be grain in here.
Use your cow skills and just farm us out of here.
Now, do you see any cows in here, cousin? I can't do anything. I can't do any cow skills.
Just do
if there
like
aren't
a
any
cow
cows.
call. Maybe they can come save us.
It doesn't work that way.
Okay, well, I don't know how it works. I was only threatened to go to the farm
That's
a lot.
fair.
I didn't actually go to the farm.
Maybe
Yeah.
it's a warehouse. Maybe there's things here. I mean, I don't have any of my stuff with me. My carry-on must still be on the plane.
I don't think anything's on that plane anymore.
I
Oh.
mean, don't say that. My new purse was on that plane.
Someone turned on those lights. Hello?
How are we even alive right now? We just got
We
ripped out of
landed on a
goddamn
cloud.
plane.
Did you not feel the soft, comforting, like, cushion?
I
The
don't think
cloud
life
appendages.
Yeah, the clouds just reached up and gave us a hug, is all.
works- It doesn't work that way.
Says who?
Science.
I don't care what Mr. Science has to say. I felt a
Bill
cloud
Nye
hug.
would be so disappointed in you.
And it's as you invoke the name of Bill Nye, the science guy, the one that would see those words as such a sin against science, that all of you feel your visions fade again. Your mind goes blank again. And when your vision comes back, you're in a very different place. You're not in anywhere metal, and the feeling of your body seems to have come back to you. You feel the warmth of your skin. You feel slight pain for at least you, Schmindy. A small cut on your side. And you all find yourselves waking up in what looks to be a cabin, a snowstorm raging outside. All of you in various strange states of undress, and the thing that you notice more is as each of you look around, none of you recognize anybody here. None of you know any of these people.
Donald will kind of take stock in the environment, look around, and very calmly will say, I knew I shouldn't have taken that extra hit of cocaine.
And the very large man with a massive beard, who looks to be around 6'5" and has the build of a lumberjack, says those words with his Canadian accent.
Someone had cocaine and wasn't sharing?
Says the 40-year-old lady.
Oh, God. My career's
With
ruined.
tight, curly red hair.
Ruined.
I really don't think any of y'all should be doing drugs at any point.
Says the 50-year-old man.
I mean, I don't think this is a problem, really. I mean, what does it matter?
And it seems that the 5'2" Scottish lady with very long hair thinks that this doesn't matter.
Whoa now. Where... Is that you, Sam? What does he see? What does Sam?
And as you look towards Sam, you see a what looks to be a gentleman, about the age of probably 40, 45-ish, wearing very sort of round-rimmed glasses that are very smogged up, and you can see spatters of blood on them. And they seem to just have a very thick mustache.
So you're
A sort of
describing
balding head.
all these things that we look like. Do the voices sound different?
They do. All of you sound different. Accents are different.
This is
Some
this
of
is
you have,
Hollow's
of course,
way
a Scottish
of saying,
accent.
"Stop doing that voice, Lindy."
Yeah. This is where it's like, oh, yeah, there you go. I finally got rid of it. And you're not you shining Sean either. Victory!
All right, well, now look, I don't know what you all did with Mr. Sam or the other Instagram lady. You're going to hear from my
What are you
lawyer.
talking about? I'm right here.
No.
You are not my cousin, thank you very much.
Excuse
No,
me?
yeah,
You are
that's not
my
Schmindy.
cousin.
Whoa now. Whoa. Stop trying to pretend to be all these people I was just with. I know.
Who the fuck are
Fact, you are
you?
not- I'm Mr. Donald Pell. Thank you very much. Who are you?
Snicker Smooch Schmindy.
You are not
no.
Snicker Smoot Smindy.
Yes,
That-
No, you're not.
That's
I
on the
work for
plane.
her. I know who she is. That's not
You
you.
do not work for her. I don't. What are you? Irish?
No, I'm from Florida.
Katie,
Yes.
you're quiet.
Yeah.
This is good. Could you please... Could you please give me a very quick spot hidden check, please?
Sure. Oh, I fail.
Okay. On a fail, you're sort of getting your bearings, and then you almost trip over something to your left.
Oh, what the hell is that? Is it like something I can pick up?
You could try as you look at it,
Yeah.
and you see a lady seemingly in her mid-30s with what looks to be around 5 knives in her back and tens of stab wounds on her body.
Y'all.
And as you see this and you go to sort of reach out for a second, you notice blood on your hand.
Oh shit.
And suddenly you notice that each of the people you're with are splattered in blood. Wherever they've sort of removed whatever clothing it is they had on, they are covered in specks of this blood.
Y'all, I think we might have murdered someone.
What? Like,
There's like a dead body over here with a ton of stab.
My lawyer says I shouldn't answer that question. You said we're in various states of undress.
Yes.
What am I not wearing? I think is the best question right now.
Most of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
what do I have on?
You at least have your bottoms on.
Oh, okay.
But there are clothes about the room. It seems you all have thrown them off when you were sort of having this strange murdering party. Or
You have
whatever
your
it was.
bottoms on, but what are you being seen as, though, by all of us?
A 40-year-old woman.
A 40-year-old woman.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. However, as you all see this victim, and as you all start to have these cogs work in your mind of being these different bodies, and that each of you are these different people, and what
I'm
you're seeing
vehemently
and
in
feeling,
denial.
could you all give me a sanity check, please?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Aw.
This. Oops.
Hard success.
Wow,
Success.
nice.
Nope, that's not it.
Massive failure.
Failure.
So, with the extreme, you don't take any loss from this. You're still sort of keeping yourself at least calm enough, Katie. For the rest of you who failed, you will take 5 points of sanity damage. And for the success, you'll only take 1. Donald.
I've seen Stranger Things on a cattle drive, so this don't affect me.
All right, Katie, like, you said you were my cousin. You are not my cousin, which means you probably are, because someone has done some invasion of the body snatchers stuff, and I don't know if we're going to be able to find my original body, because it was smoking. Like, how am I going to sell bathwater looking like this?
I
As you
don't
say,
know what
sell
that means.
bathwater, you suddenly hear thumping from the front door. And you hear a voice saying, "Open up!
I'm having
We know you're
a
in
crisis! Can you just hold on?
Isn't there like a blizzard going on outside? How is somebody at the door right now?
It's probably
Look.
those cows you summoned with your cow call earlier.
Probably,
I'm
although
sure-
I didn't
I'm
even do a
sure-
cow call.
Cool. I'm
I
sure
passed
whoever
out. I
this
thought it was the
is,
drugs.
They have answers. Let me go see what they want. All right, I'm sure they have answers.
We have a
And,
dead body in
You
here.
might
We
wanna put
probably
on
should not
pants.
Open that
If
door.
we look
It's
at
obviously
ourselves,
a fake body.
Hold on, I
Come
can fix the body problem, and I shove it under a bed.
if we look at ourselves, what do we see ourselves as
You see yourselves as what you are, these
Yep.
40, 30-year-old people, different
Okay.
bodies from yourselves.
I'm gonna need a lot of work done.
I did some clothes on, and PC just runs and starts grabbing clothes and throwing them on.
And as you are sort of doing that, Donald, are you going to the front door?
Donald's
Or are you
going to go to
waiting?
the front door. I don't know
So
how
you go to
dressed
front
he is, but he's going to go to the front door.
That's fair. You're like completely bare as you open the door. This icy wind comes in, brushes over you. It's not the best of looks. As you see multiple armed, seemingly police outside, all stood there. One of them with a battering ram in hand, ready to go for the door as they see you walk out, half covered
Evening,
in blood,
officers.
but naked.
We were just having
Evening,
a freaky
officers.
orgy. Don't mind us.
And as they see you, immediately one of them draws a gun and points it towards you. And
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm not armed. I mean, I am
keep
kinda,
your hands
but
up inside.
As I'm
I want my
pushing the
hands
body,
inside or my body inside?
Hands up, get inside. They say.
as I'm shoving
Okay,
the
go
body
ahead.
under the bed, I'm taking all of the knives out of it.
Donald's going to walk backwards.
I'm passing
with
them to
hands up.
Katie.
Okay, and it's as you're walking back and they enter that they see this scene.
Oh, I was hoping it to be quicker than that. That's fine.
As the blood has been dragged across and you sort of got it towards.
I'm just pulling knives out from under the bed at this point.
Yeah, you're pulling bloody knives out from under the bed that you're passing to Katie, who's next to you, whilst the others are stood there. Sort of like... And immediately the police storm in. They begin to point various firearms towards you, demand that you get into the center of the room, hands on your head, on your knees.
You're like way overreacting to whatever it is that's going on.
Hey, do you guys mind shutting the door? It's getting a little nippy in here.
Little
And the
nipply.
last one that walks in kind of looks over to the person who seems to be in command here as they look over and nod, and you see them shut the door. And they
Thank
look
you.
over you and sort of rub their chin as he seems to take off a helmet and looks over each of you. Do you know what it is you're doing here?
No.
Wish.
Goddamn clue.
Very
Look,
unfortunate
if it's about those
circumstance.
unpaid parking tickets, I swear I was going to pay them.
Oh,
I've definitely filed all of my taxes.
real funny, William. You know,
Who?
I'm surprised when you didn't show up to work today.
Wait,
Excuse me, can you tell me why I'm trapped in
Just
this
kinda looking
hideous hag body instead of my hot gamer girl bod?
Now, Abigail, I know you had your problems. We've spoken about this.
Who's Abigail?
Abigail, I knew
Abigail,
it. You're not that
is there an
streamer.
Abigail here?
And as you're doing this, he seems to pinch his nose slightly. Sort of looks.
Look, I'm
towards each
Snicker
of you.
Smooch Schmindy. I've got over 1 million Instagram followers. And
Look, officers, there's some sort of confusion here. I was on a plane with my compatriot, Mr.
and then a cloud
Sam,
hugged us
the
a little
boxer.
too hard. And we landed
Well,
up in a grain silo.
You're not supposed to know that. You weren't
was
on
a
the
warehouse.
plane.
No, that ain't true. No, we were out at a dinner. We were out at a dinner and you all went home. Abigail, you went missing a few days ago.
I don't live here. Ew.
You're
What do you
taking
mean,
off your
ew?
ring. Our vows mean nothing to you?
Damn.
Seems not. What's
Um,
going on here?
I'm sorry, but who the hell are you?
who are you? Am I supposed to know you?
You are not
I
married to my
think-
cousin, that's for sure.
Yeah,
My name
maybe.
is Scott Sullivan, the VPSO of this area.
Look, Mr. Scott Sullivan, this is I'm
And as you say that,
I mean, you are pretty
Okay.
hot for a
a
police
shout
officer.
comes from the other room
but,
as you
like-
see one of the officers walk out wide-eyed and just kind of a bit sick, and they go, "You need to see what's in there, sir."
Can we see
All
what's
right.
in there?
I don't think you need to see what's in there.
we
I
all
didn't
kind of
realize
like
there was
lean.
another
Yeah, we're all
room.
like, what is in there?
And at that point, they go in,
Uh-oh.
and you're left, knelt,
I'm
still officers
definitely
pointing
leaning.
weapons towards you.
What was your name? Is it Scott? What was his name? I've I've forgotten.
Honey, you should know my name.
Was it Sam? It might have been Sam.
Sam, no, that's Mr. McGruff. Who's
Sam.
Katie, your obsession with him is a bit strange.
You're Katie. I'm Schmindy.
I'm Katie, god damn it. I'm so confused
This is
right
Sandy
now.
body
is already
swapping. I
leeching
can't.
out of you.
Yeah.
And
Schmindy.
as you all kneel on this floor and you're all stood there looking around, who would be sort of at the back of this? So say if you were in a line, the bedroom's here, who'd be sort of on this end? Do you
I
reckon?
have the knives, so
Have the knife, so you'd
I'd
probably
be-
be there.
probably trying to.
Hide them
Hide
under
them
whatever
away,
clothes
yeah.
you've got on.
So as you're trying to hide those away, could you give me another spot hidden check, please? As you're sort of
Absolutely.
looking over a
those-
lot.
Yeah.
Those knives in your lack of pockets, or you just happy to see them?
It is a hard success.
Wow, very nice. I didn't mean to go like full Owen Wilson there, but you know, we'll go with it. Wow.
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 Wow, that's a good success. That was embalming me. Okay, so you recognize as you look over, you actually do see something quite strange. You see what looks to be a slit on the back of each of your friends' heads, just around there, that runs all the way down the back and around.
All right. Is it like? Does it look like a zipper? Does it look like just like somebody cut them there?
It looks like a cut, almost like somebody had cut open the top of your heads.
Okay. Who's the closest to me?
Let's go with Schmindy.
Because
Schmindy's
turned
we were
around
doing the
and said-
knives together.
Yeah.
Doing the knives.
Schmindy, stay still for a second. I'm just gonna touch your head real quick.
Yeah, like you couldn't ruin my hair even more than it already is.
Yeah, it does look mighty awful.
Oh, God. Needs
And I'm
so
just gonna
much
like
work done.
poke at the cut. Like I don't know.
Ow.
So you poke at the cut, and as you do, you see that it seems to be a flap of skin that's been
Can-
left.
Can you feel that? Do you feel that?
Can I
Schmindy?
feel it?
You're feeling it, Mr. Krabs.
I mean, I feel it like you're just touching the back of my head.
You've got like we've all. I mean, I'll probably have it too. But y'all all got like slits on the back of your head. Like
Excuse me? Like someone
And-
brain fucked us?
As you say that, It's about that time that the officer comes back through and he looks over at you all and he looks both pained and furious at the same time. All right, all of you have got some explaining to do.
Can you explain to
Can
us?
Can we do some mutual explaining, please? Because, like...
I'm so confused right now.
Alright.
I'm so confused.
Try and explain yourself to me. What happened?
We were on a plane going to Comic-Con, and
Yeah.
then the top of the plane got ripped off,
More
and
the side.
we fell into a cloud, and it hugged us, and then we woke up in, like, a grain silo. It was, like, a room.
My seatbelt didn't even work. It was terrible.
It was awful. I wasn't wearing my
It's sort
seatbelt.
of-
And then we woke up here, like, 5 minutes ago, after falling asleep in the empty room. It was all metal. There was
Right.
no windows, and not
Look,
even any cows.
Look, Mr. Officer, I don't know who these people are, but my name's Donald Pell. I was here with Mr. Sam. There was some sort of Schmindy person on
That's me. I'm
Mr.
Schmindy.
Sam? Who's Mr. Sam?
you know, world famous boxer.
Sam
movie star.
McGriff.
Sam McGree. You talking about the person from those films where he fought with those robot boxers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Bop 'em,
I'm his
pop
agent.
'em, robo boxes.
Really derivative. It wasn't worth watching.
I loved it. It's my favorite film. I've watched it 87
My favorite
times
film.
every week.
What did
It's a
you
classic.
guys
I don't
do
know
with,
how you think it's
What
awful.
did you do with my client, though? That's what I need to know.
Your client. If you're talking
Yeah,
about
Mr.
Mr.
Sam.
Sam,
Mr. McGriff.
then we talked about this
Sam
at the meal.
McGriff.
He says and kind of looks at you. It's tragic.
What?
You don't remember?
Right.
What meal are you talking
I
about?
have not. The last time I ate was those stupid peanuts on
It's-
that stupid plane.
And that
you're
god-awful
telling us to
coffee.
explain.
All right,
You
all
need-
right.
you
He says
need
and
to do
kind of
some
shouts
explaining.
and just look. We were at a meal. It was Abigail's and mine 20th anniversary. All right. We were celebrating with all the family and
That
our
was almost a
closest
legit
friends,
spectacle.
which was all of you. We talked about it though. It was only 3 days back, but Mr. Sam, as you called him, the movie star, he died in a plane crash.
What?
Plane was going over the ocean, going towards San Diego apparently, and tragic. All
Yes.
of them died.
Oh my gosh. No. We were going to San Diego Comic Con. Don't tell me we all died in the plane crash and this is reincarnation. If it is, it's awful. I knew I should have been a Buddhist instead.
And
Okay,
it's,
there is no way on earth a 40-year-old woman talks like that. You're definitely her.
fine.
Whatever.
Fine. If you are who you say you are, which I don't
Schmindy.
believe for a second, how about you? I don't know. He kind of takes a phone out and he goes, log into your social media.
Oh, please. Thank you. Oh, God. Sweet technology. Finally, at last.
Okay, so could you please roll me a sanity check, please, Schmindy?
Okay, I was hoping you'd ask me to roll a computer use, because that's like my best skill, but I can also...
No, you know how to log into Twitter. That's
That's a success. Barely.
Okay. No worries. I'll tell you what, just because you asked, give me a computer roll, please,
I
to see
will.
if you can remember your passwords.
I will. I have like everything double authenticated, so it's gonna take a
Yeah.
minute. That's a success.
Okay, so you do get in, and as you get in, you begin to see thousands of notifications.
Oh my god.
And as you look at them, they all seem to be notifications that are saying, rest in pieces, Sneaker Schmooch Schmindy, we loved you. And
Well, she's
there seems
resting
to
in
be
peace.
whole memorial pages on you. And as you look, you also see memorial pages for Sam. And you see a single picture, which seems to be what looks like the plane that you were on,
That's the plane.
torn to pieces, broken down, and in the ocean. And it's as you see this that all of you begin to feel very warm. Very warm.
I think I'm having an
Searingly
aneurysm.
hot.
Look, I take it back. Can you open the door again?
Yeah, the door.
It's getting really hot in here.
Oh my
And
gosh.
could all of you roll me a very quick in fact, no, who's got the lowest luck here?
I have 75 luck.
40.
35. We got a 35. Any lower than a 35?
30.
30. All right. Okay. You
I have the
win.
worst luck.
So the rest of you, you feel this searing headache. You feel this pain. You found out
Ow.
this thing, and then blackness. But you, Mr. Unlucky, You,
I
on
don't
the
like
other
this.
hand, see something interesting. A horrible sight. As first you see, as Schmindy looks at an article and OMG faces, her head explodes. Shards of skull, brain, her eyes blowing out and smearing the area around them, covering
No.
PC the tech guy as his head explodes and the rest of their heads explode. And then as the officer looks at you, confused, afraid, and sort of puts his hands on your shoulders with you remaining, saying, "Why did you do it? Why did you do it?" About that time, your own head explodes. And could you please give me a sanity check, please?
Yes. Fumble. Ah,
Oh
I
God!
don't know what
no!
that means. That
Not
sounds
a
horrible.
100.
That
That's
sounds
double.
horrible.
That's double sanity loss.
That's double sanity loss, and I unfortunately rolled an 8. So
Oh my God, a 16. Sanity down.
Unfortunately,
the
It's
gonna take a
okay. I
16
have high
loss.
sanity. Not after this, but I have high sanity.
Hmm.
So 16.
as you feel your mind cracking and breaking as you're thrown into darkness, and you all awake. Back where you were. The same metal cylinder room. All of you in your own bodies once again.
Oh, thank
And
God!
seeing each other. Wearing the same clothing you were before. With the same
Mindy, are
gummy
you
bears.
okay? Is that you?
Oh my
Are you
God!
covered in blood?
Is it me? Am I
No.
back?
You look like you. I mean,
look
you look
clean.
Yeah. I mean,
I
Okay.
don't know how to cope with it.
Oh, Sam, there you are. Sam, and Donald's gonna be stepping over anybody that's laying on the
Does
floor.
anyone
Begin to
just
say,
remember the
you
horrible
get to-
thing that just happened? Like, we all died in a terrible plane accident, and then this police officer said I was married. Ew. And...
Ew.
Ew.
There's no way you guys were there
Okay.
for that. None of you
No,
were
no.
there.
I was a 40-year-old gross woman. Were you there? Was everyone there? I'm not just crazy.
Wait.
I was a man. It was a little strange.
I was a
my
little
God.
shorter than I am now.
Yeah, you're
And a
not
woman.
Were you
Irish
there?
anymore either. Maybe you're Welsh. I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, Mr.
Sam,
McGriff.
were you there with us
you're
with that
alive.
officer?
Oh, I was there. What did they put in this coffee?
I'm starting to think this is not a grain silo. Katie.
Warehouse.
This off-brand coffee.
Katie, use your cow summoning powers and get
I
us out
can't
of here.
summon cows. It doesn't work like that, Schmindy.
Oh my God! What
But
does the
can
farmer
I-
do anyway?
I corral them. I
You're a
tell them where
rancher.
to go.
We'll tell them
Yeah.
to go here and save us.
I can't tell them to go here if I can't see any of them.
Oh my gosh!
And cows can't save you. What? What do you think cows are?
We could ride off into the sunset on them, like in that one movie, Mr. McGriff, that Western. When you were a Western boxer.
All right. Well, hold on
was a
a
good
second
one.
here. Hold on. We're in a cylinder. Surely this is a silo or a warehouse or whatever you guys say it is. There's got to be a door here. Let's find the door. Let's get out of the silo. Okay. Okay.
Oh,
And
Mr.
Donald's gonna
McGriff.
Go to the wall. Go find the door.
Since we're not in like the plane anymore, can I get your autograph?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
I don't have any
Donald
paper, but you
across-
can just sign here.
Okay.
Donald across the tube is gonna yell, "That's $50."
Can I go over, since PC is the only other one that's not like
Yes.
freaking out? I'm gonna go over to PC and I'm like,
Yeah.
hey, can I check out your head real quick? Just
okay.
stand still. It'll be fine. And I'm gonna see if I see that cut.
Yeah. Okay. So you look, you sort of, you kind of touch the head, you kind of try and find it, you look, there's no cut.
What the hell is going on? All right.
That's
Thank you,
fine.
PC. I
But as you
appreciate
run
it.
your hand through his hair to kind of find it, you feel that your hands feel weird, numb almost.
Oh, I feel like my fingers have been asleep for like
yeah, like a bit
10
asleep.
hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's
the
a heart
problem.
It's,
attack.
it's
I'm sorry.
like when
It
you
does that
sit
from
on
time
your
to
leg
time.
for a while and you got dead leg. That's how your
Yeah.
entire body feels when you touch something.
Schmindy told me to use a product in my hair. It's something that she sells, and it makes your
Yes.
hands feel like that after you use it.
It
Sorry.
tingles.
You
for
probably shouldn't
her
put that on
pleasure.
your head. That's strange.
Wait, but
Well-
Schmindy said that.
You
What?
don't have to do everything she tells you. She's
She's my
bossy as
boss.
hell. Doesn't mean she can abuse you. Put creepy shit in your hair. I would know. I'm her cousin. I used to live with her. All right.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate time.
Yeah, it was. I'm so glad you went back to California.
Oh my god,
While
like
they're doing
me
that,
too.
can Donald
I
be
don't
walking
think I
around the
could have
perimeter
lived
of the
without
can,
Wi-Fi for one
trying to
day.
bang on the wall. Oh, you're muted.
I like that. No, just
Yeah, I was checking my notes. Don't worry about it. Okay. Or was I? But yeah, the
Oh,
point is,
no!
do-do-do-do. So you kind of doom, 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 bang on the wall, and it sounds solid. You bang on it and bang on it and bang on it, but you also don't feel pain in your hand. You're hitting it
It's-
quite hard.
It's
No
just
pain.
a support structure. It's surely there's a door later on here, and he'll move down a few more feet. Dong dong. He's trying to find a hollow spot.
So you continue to knock and knock and knock. And what the rest of you doing whilst this is going on?
well, the Mr. Morse code's over there, knocking on a wall. I'm gonna
Agent
try
Morse.
to put on my smooth social media influencer moves on Mr. McGriff, because he's like my
Okay.
favorite.
All right, so how does Snickerschmoot Schmindy put on her smooth social
Oh my
media
gosh!
moves?
Thank you so much for the autograph, Mr. McGriff. Would you like some gummy bears? They may or may not be psychedelic.
Yeah, sure. I like gummy bears.
Yeah, here you go. You can have as many as you want.
Smooth
He just like
moves.
grabs a handful.
Yeah.
You grab a handful and take them in. And meanwhile, Donald, you've managed to knock all the way around the wall at this point, and you couldn't hear any part that was hollow.
You know, sometimes I do an ASMR stream where I just eat gummy bears.
Really?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that means, but that sounds awful. You probably
People are
shouldn't
like
do that.
super into it.
It's one of
Sounds
our
gross.
top streams.
Really?
Modding that
Mhm.
channel is terrible. in those
Every
streams.
Thursday afternoon.
Hearing people eat
Okay,
is
Donald.
like chew with your goddamn mouth closed. All right.
Donald's gonna walk up to the group and say, "All right, folks, got some good news and I got some bad news. The good news, we're still in a can, we're alive, we're breathing. Bad news is I can't find the exit out of this can. So looks like our only way is up, or I guess we're
Or we
not
could
going
start a new
down."
colony of life here. Cousin Katie can farm all the, I don't know, food.
I can't
then-
farm in metal. There is
And
no
as you
earth
say-
And then
here.
Sam and I can
I
continue the
can't
human population.
farm in metal. That's where suddenly all of your minds go blank once more. And you all wake up again in, just as before, different bodies. Strange bodies, not your own. But unlike before, you find yourselves feeling the cool brush of wind over you. But you're dressed. And you find yourself sat in what seems to be the same tent, sort of almost piled on top of each other, just thrown willy-nilly almost. And you awake, each of you feeling younger than before.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
I was only 22. How young do I feel?
Feel about
18?
25.
Oh God, I got older.
Each of you are in a range of around 18 to 27.
Whoa. Go ahead.
Katie, Schmindy,
Yeah, I'm right here.
Katie,
Okay,
Mr.
hi,
McGriff?
that's me.
can I call you Sam?
Yeah, you can call me Sam, sure.
yeah,
Why
I'm
are we
okay
in a
too,
tent?
Schmindy.
Okay, that's really good. I'm so glad
Wait.
everyone is okay except for Mr. Mel.
Whoa. And Donald's like taking stock of looking at everybody and their bodies, but the names that they're calling out is like, okay. All right, wait a minute here. Who are you? And he's pointing to Schmindy.
I'm Schmindy.
Okay, who are you? He's pointing to the PC guy.
Snicker. Smooch.
PC.
All right, who are you? Pointing to Katie.
I'm Katie. We met already. Did you forget me?
Who are you?
Yeah, who
It's
are
Donald
you?
Pell, the agent.
Oh yeah.
No, you're
was
not
that-
him.
Mm.
Sam, is that you?
Yeah.
Well, by process
Alright,
of deduction, it would have to be Sam.
Look, I've had
Unless
this
somebody
on one
else,
of the-
somebody new is here.
I'm starting to think
I-
that maybe this isn't, like, maybe we're just having an out-of-body experience, like, all
No,
together
this
as a
is
group.
Schmindy.
Hell, I ate a
This-
lot of
this
those
totally
gummy
is.
bears.
It's totally a Schmindy. I had a couple, bad acid trips a few years back.
Yeah.
And we kind of all swapped bodies in that trip. Don't
Uh-huh.
worry. I think it's just really bad coffee.
I think
I'm sure we're gonna wake up.
So yeah,
I
it had to be
haven't done
something
any drugs.
in the coffee or the gummy bears.
I'm just gonna step outside this tent thing. I'm gonna look outside.
Unmute. There we go. So as you look outside, you see there are 6 tents pitched in a circle, and there is a campfire in the middle that seems to have some things on them that are currently sort of still burning up slightly. You also see to your left-hand side is a large stream that seems to run as far as the eye can see. It's currently night, and the moon is high in the sky, and it's cold out, but you're wearing winter clothing. Each of you are dressed like you were on a sort of camping trip, for example. And could you give me a very quick spot hidden check, please, as you're the first one out, Katie, as you're looking.
I'm glad I decided to do a high spot hit. Success.
Okay. So on a success, you look over towards the river and you see some things glint more than they should. And your eye catches them, and they seem to be various electronic devices, from phones to camcorders to tablets, all seemingly broken and thrown into the river.
Interesting. Do I see any animals? Are there any like cows or horses?
Because
this feels like home.
cows or
powers.
horses. Unfortunately, you seem to be in the
Damn.
middle of a big forest, but you do
Okay.
you do kind of hear
There's no
and
wild
see distant
forest cows
nature
strolling
Damn.
about.
just hopping around.
It's almost
PC
as bad
pokes
as
his
the
head out. It's like, Miss Katie,
Yeah?
you see anything out there?
Yeah, there's like a bunch of dead electronics and
Oh my gosh,
broken stuff
electronics!
Oh, where?
right in the river.
All right,
right
PC,
there.
we gotta go electronics fishing.
Already on it,
Fishing
ma'am.
don't work like that.
That is exactly how machinery works.
He goes.
It's
running
like Black
straight for the
Friday all over again,
electronics.
but with less fighting.
Running over to the electronics, yeah? So you
Yes.
run over and you do find there's sort of a bundle of electronics that's been sort of broken, thrown in there. Generally just left there, completely smashed and drowning in water.
Do I recognize any of the pieces of equipment?
There's a couple of phones. You see about 3 phones. You see 2 tablets. You see a camcorder that's been broken. But aside from that, nothing else.
Does
Just
anything
fish it
look
all
like
up.
if it dried out, it'd be usable?
If you had enough rice. Possibly, you could possibly try and scavenge some of those together to make
Yeah.
at least one of the phones work.
Yeah.
I think we can take some of these. Here. I'm
Yep.
passing them back.
Yep.
I'm
Well,
gonna go check out these other tents.
Okay.
See if we can find some rice, or
Electronics.
Who brings rice on a camping trip?
it's food. You could.
yeah.
You don't eat rice.
Not on a camping trip. You bring like
But what
trail
if?
mix.
But what if
and-
your
and-
cell
and
phone got wet?
You don't bring a cell phone on a camping trip.
Well,
You go to experience nature.
No,
Well, how would you
go
find where you
there-
were without GPS?
Look,
You
Katie.
use a map or you use the stars.
no.
Yeah,
You
you
need-
Google Maps.
Google
Yeah,
Maps,
That's
no,
how.
and then
like a
That's,
physical
you have
paper
to take,
map.
No, you have to take your phone to take pictures of nature, so
But
then
the
you
maps
can
would get
post.
wet.
You enjoy it with your eyes.
And
And
it's
then
as you are all
post
talking
it
about
on
this that
Instagram.
meanwhile, Sam and Donald, what are you up to?
I'm looking for more coffee.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Are we?
I'm gonna start raiding other tents too, if possible.
As you can see. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I was just gonna ask, is like, are we in a tent campground, or is it? I mean, is there other?
Yes, so
anything
you are
beyond
in
just
a
tents? I mean,
campground for now. And as you think about that, and you're looking around, there's 6 tents nearby. There's seemingly this fire in the middle, this campfire that has these papers that are burning on it. You see that there is this river off to the left, a stream that's running through where all of the other 3 are currently arguing. Their voice is quite loud. And you see that. Talking about electronics, as
Not a
PC Tech
cat.
Guy is kind of fishing some of them out. And you see off to your right is a strange object. It seems to be a cylinder. A cylinder just bigger than your own width, but quite tall, at about 15 foot tall. And it seems to be humming slightly. And to your north, you see in the distance, there's the vague shapes between the trees of what looks to be 3 cabins.
Hey, Sam, you see that tube over there? Those cabins?
Yes, now that you point them out.
You wanna go with me down to go check out that cylinder?
No, anything to get away from that job rig.
Yeah. Find any coffee, by the way?
No.
You can, of course, check the tents if you wish to have a look through those.
Oh, I will check. Well, at least I'll check a few of them.
So you don't find much of interest. You find some vague papers talking about a camping trip. There seems to be about 10 people's possessions here in total. And you also do find some coffee. You find some instant coffee. And you do find a bottle of water. And there is a fire outside, and there is a pan. So you could possibly make some coffee.
I'm on it.
Okay. So you go to the fire and begin to try and make coffee. And as you do, you see that the things that are burning at the moment seem to be IDs, passports, papers.
I'm gonna try to pull one that looks as little burnt as possible out of the fire.
You pull one out and you look at it. And the only one that remains is like a little shard of passport that says Travis Day.
Travis Day.
It's a real travesty.
Travis Day. Hey, it looks like we were burning passports. Has anybody seen this?
Oh my god, did we
What?
murder somebody again? Hold on. Oh my god.
Hey, Sam, just save some of those. I'll be back, okay?
Certainly
And,
murdered his electronics. I mean, it's gonna take forever to fix this stuff.
And could you give me an electronic repair? Speaking of that. And
Yes,
as
can
for
I
you,
assist? Because I also
You
have
can
electronic
assist,
repair.
yes. You can assist, so you can give it a go as well. And Mr. Donald Pell, what are you investigating?
Donald is gonna walk down towards the cylinder, and if he can find a heavy stick along the way to use as a club, he's gonna
You're
pick
in a
it
forest. There's a lot of sticks.
Okay, heavy stick, and I'm going down to that cylinder.
Pick up a heavy stick. It's
I'm
hefty
push
in your
it.
hand. It feels weighty.
I'm gonna
and
totally
you
bludgeon a chipmunk. You know.
All right, yeah. You can definitely bludgeon a chipmunk with this thing. You give it a pat. You can bludgeon so many chipmunks with this thing. So you get the stick, you walk over to it, and you do see this big metallic tube that seems to have these holes on it, 3 of them, as you approach with your stick. Triangle, circle, square. 3 of them.
Is this some sort of kids game? Come on, he's gonna walk around the cylinder.
The rest of the cylinder seems to be completely smooth metal.
All right, he'll
That
come
one
back
side.
around.
3 holes. Triangle, circle, square.
He'll come back around in front of those, and he'll kind of look around near the tube, looking for any of those shapes.
You don't see any. There seems to be almost, as you sort of look at it a bit more, it seems to have quite a depth to it, almost like there's something that needs to be placed in it.
He's going to kind of peer into the hole and see if he can see anything into one of the shapes.
And you don't see anything. Just dark.
You should probably stick your hand in that.
What?
Yeah, in
Oh.
the square one, because you're such a square.
Hey now. Hey, lay off the square jokes.
See if there's anything, if you can grab anything inside.
He's gonna put his hand in the round one.
Oh dear God.
So you try to, but it's not that thick, unfortunately. You try and do it, and it's a bit smaller than your fist is or your hand.
I need
is. You get your
something
fingers
smaller
in it,
here.
but it doesn't
Well,
really
I could
help.
think of something smaller.
Speaking of something small, unfortunately, the 2 of you try and repair the gear, but you can't get
No.
it together. It doesn't seem to be working. And it's as the 2 of you are trying to do this, though, that you hear a scream up to the north of you. The 3 cabins. From one of those, there seems to have been a scream of what sounds like a young lady. And you hear, "Please help me."
Oh my gosh, someone needs trouble to the south.
What? Are you speaking English right now?
Yeah,
Schmindy?
did you hear? She was like, oh my god, please help me. And it's coming from the south. And she points north.
That's not the South.
Help!
There's other people. Let's go see what we can find out.
Sam
Yeah.
sighs, removes the coffee from the fire, and starts running towards it.
The coffee's ready, Sam.
Oh, well, then I'll take it with me.
You got like a thermos. You popped it in. You found one. You got a thermos of coffee.
They have
Donald
like
will follow with the club if he heard all that.
I grab a shard of one of the broken iPad screens.
Yeah,
Like a improvised little dagger.
yeah, you get it. Your
I've
Apple
got-
device
I've
is ready
got
to
a-
sink in.
Got a cell phone case.
Got a half thing.
And Katie, do you wield a cow?
yes, I pull it out of my pocket. No.
That's where they were hiding.
Yes, that's my secret. They're always in my pocket.
Of course, of course.
You
Was
said
there
you
like a
couldn't
frying
summon them.
pan?
Rude.
There is a frying pan, yes.
gonna
You
grab
could
the
easily
frying
find a
pan.
frying pan. So you pick
Yeah.
up a frying pan.
Yeah.
And you get walking. And who are you all heading up towards the three?
Yeah, but I'm
cabins?
not
Yeah.
like breaking a sweat or anything.
No, of course not. And you all walk up towards the cabins, and
Body's
as you
already
get
25. I gotta preserve what life it has left.
there, oh my god! So as you walk further up, you see and you can find that there are these three cabins, one to your left, one to your right, one ahead of you. There are three, and the cry seems to be coming from the left-hand cabin. All the doors are shut. It's dark inside. There's no light aside from the moon above you that is currently illuminating this area.
Now hold on, y'all. Before we go in there, I have spent many nights, out ranching in the middle of nowhere.
With your cows.
It could be ghosts. Just saying.
Cow ghosts? Ghost
Not
cows.
but people ghosts. There could be, I don't know, there could be ghost cows. I've never ran into one myself,
Ghost.
but
There's
Come
no such thing
on.
as ghosts.
there's not a lot I fuck with, but ghosts ain't one of them.
Oh, I would totally fuck a ghost.
And as
That-
you say
that's
you would
not-
totally fuck a ghost, you hear, please help, come from the left-hand cabin.
I don't trust
Look,
this,
see,
y'all.
It's somebody in need of help here.
Please.
Sam, get in there.
Bust down the door.
So you bust down the door, Sam, and as you do, could you please give me a sanity check?
All right.
Sorry, Sam, I didn't mean to throw you under the bus.
Here we go.
Yes, you did.
3.
Okay, an extreme success. So you don't lose any sanity as you see this. It just deeply shakes you, but your mind isn't cracked.
He had the coffee.
As you see,
He's good.
you see a person inside as you walk, or at least what was one. As the moon perfectly illuminates the room, just barely for a moment as the clouds part near it, and that silver light hits the scene inside. You hear a voice from above you, as you hear that same female voice say, "I'm so cold, please just help me." And you see internal organs suspended from the roof of the cabin, connected by many webs of veins, arteries, and muscle tissue that seems to span the entire ceiling. Her mouth is still connected via a windpipe that's exposed, but you can see it leading towards the lungs that allow her to talk still. Her ears and eyes are missing.
Just one moment.
Please. I'm so cold.
That was a waste of perfectly good coffee.
What do you see, Mr. Boxer?
Mr. McGriff.
It's hard to explain.
Is she okay?
Do you want us to?
Fine.
And Mr. Boxer, could you also give me a spot hidden check, please?
And Schmindy's just confused by she's gonna be the shaking of the head and the saying of the positive. She's like,
You saw something on the floor across the room in the center of it, but you can't remember what it was. You spotted it, and the rest took your attention away, but there was something metallic on the floor.
There's. I think someone should come have a look.
I don't
need
know.
a second opinion.
Oof.
oh my gosh, are you like a doctor too?
Yes, I play one on TV.
I mean, I have
That's
a
the
little bit
same
of first
thing.
aid.
That's the exact same thing as being a real doctor.
I guess I'll take a look.
All right,
Use your
Katie,
cow
Katie the
powers.
cow rancher. You go in with your cow powers activated, and you begin to make your way towards the cabin, still painted in the moonlight as you make your way up and see the scene. The organ suspended, the arteries and muscles web-like on the ceiling, the mouth suspended in the air, connected to the lung by the windpipe, the gory scene above you, the whispers of how cold they are. To help them. And give me a spot hidden check, please.
No, fail.
My God. The scene is so bad. Also, give me a very quick sanity check as you see this.
Maybe a third opinion?
Success.
Okay, so you only take 2 sanity loss.
Okay.
But again, you see this metallic object, but your guts are sort of churned by what you see above you, and you didn't get quite a good look at it.
No, somebody else. I ain't going in there. The smell is awful. I've smelled cows better than that.
If she's hurt, why aren't you guys helping her? I mean,
Go ahead, come on up here.
You go ahead and try.
Yeah, perception check.
fine.
You like use those perception skills.
Just walks in.
You walk in, you say the same scene as the
Yeah.
other two do, this horrific thing. Give me a sanity check, please. Give me a spot hidden check, please.
Oh, fail.
So you're going to lose 7 sanity for that.
Okay.
Here we go.
And spot hidden.
You just don't see anything. It's
So
a
you
fail.
walk in,
oh,
you
oh my-
see the scene, your mind begins to break as you see this horrific scene above you. Your eye catches the metallic glint in the middle of the room. Do you want to walk over and try and see what it is closer, or you just want to get the fuck out of there?
At that point, turning around, just burn it down, just get out.
What is
no.
there like a spider in there? Oh my God, is there a spider? Please tell me there's not a
There's
spider.
webs, yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
All right, look, I may be no expert here, but
You go see it.
I think we should go to the other house.
There's something in there in the middle of the floor. Maybe if you don't open your eyes and just feel around, it'll be okay.
I don't want to touch any of that. God, no.
Yeah, there's like spiders in there. You could get
All right,
bitten.
all right, you wussies. All right. I'll go show
All
you.
right,
what
Mr.
she's
Square
done.
Donald
man.
Pell,
And, what-
agent
what-
extraordinaire.
What Donald Pell is gonna do is he's going to use
If only we had like some
or
cow
tear
blinders.
some of his clothes, and he's gonna make a
Horse
blindfold.
blinders?
Yeah.
So you blindfold
make a
yourself,
blindfold
Donald,
as
as you
he's
begin
gonna
to
walk
walk
towards
in.
him. All right, Sam. All right, man. I can't see anything. Just point me to it, and I'm gonna go for it.
You know what? Now that you've told me about it, I'll just go get it.
So at this point, Donald is in the middle of the room, and as you
Yeah.
hear him say, "I'll just go and get it," you do feel your foot connect
What?
with something, and
Oh,
you
yeah.
also feel something soft against your palm as you're
Real
sort of
glad it
reaching
wasn't a
out,
Oh,
bear
God.
trap.
and
Oh.
you feel what almost feels like a cheek as you
Oh,
feel the mouth go,
what?
so cold, and the breath
I'm
hits
feeling
you
things. I'm feeling things here, guys.
by your foot.
Hey, don't feel
is
anybody up in there.
A
all right?
metallic rod, seemingly.
Like,
Oh, what? He's gonna like reach down and very gingerly put his hand on the metallic rod by his
So
foot.
you
like,
manage
feeling
to
around
grab
for
the
it.
rod easily enough. It's down by your foot. You grab it and you begin to walk out.
Shush. All right.
grab that
And reach down
rod.
and grab his big metallic rod. off
Your
the foot.
fingers wrap around the
Just
metallic
reach
rod.
below the waistline and grab that that rod.
Yeah. He's gonna reach down and grab
Anyway,
his rod.
Donald, you walk back outside into the moonlight dancing beautifully off your rod, as you can see all of you have. He seems to have a metallic triangular rod.
All right, look.
So cold.
I don't know what all that
Back to the
was.
fire.
I got this.
Oh my God! You can put it in the triangle hole. Don't put the square peg in the round hole. I know
It
that
just
much.
gives you a deadpan look, just like really. All right, cool. So I found a triangle rod to go in a triangle hole.
Yep.
Perhaps there's other rods in the other cabins.
For other holes.
I don't want to go in any of those other cabins after seeing that in there. Are you fucking crazy?
I'll go in the next cabin, guys.
What
I'm
are we
sure
gonna
it'll
do
be
about
fine.
that?
Okay, Schmindy.
Yeah.
So you step up to the next one, right or forward?
Well, if my playing video games has taught me anything, you don't leave things behind you. So we'll go to the right one before we go to the farthest one.
So you're going to the right-hand one. So you walk over to the right-hand cabin. You open the door. The moonlight bounces off the room beautifully, and you see an interesting thing. You see thinly spread across the floor, the walls, the ceiling, even the back of the door. As you push it open, you see stringy masses of flesh. And as you open the door, this isn't the kind of likes or even views that you were looking for.
Oh my god.
As you see 3 sets of eyes on the walls, and they all blink slowly. The mouths inside there moan, and the flesh around pulses randomly. You see various male and female body parts that are spread across the room, and in the middle of the room is a square rod. Could you please give me a sanity check, please?
Ew.
You indeed.
I failed.
Okay. Take 8 sanity heals.
And
I'm rolling
42.
high tonight on the sanity.
Yeah, you are. Ew. This is like the worst orgy ever. And they did not clean up.
They
Ew.
did not. So, do you go and collect the rod, Schmindy?
Is there like a stick or something?
Donald has a particularly big stick.
I just want to like you do like with the spider webs before you get there. I just want to be able
Yeah.
to like get a stick.
So Schmindy comes out and walks over to you,
Ew.
Donald. Still got your stick.
Here, you got the rod. I'm gonna take your stick.
Yeah, sure. There you go.
Okay.
Don't lose it now.
I'll give it back as soon as I'm done.
So you make your way to the cabin and begin to waft your way through this various mess. This pulsating flesh around you that you walk
Ew.
on as you grab
Ew.
the square rod.
Oh, hey, look, they left the Coke.
Sponsored by Coke. And you grab the rod. You make your way out.
And I hand the stick back to Donald.
Hey, thanks.
It's covered in stringy flesh and one mouth.
He's just gonna
There
kind
you
of
go.
shake it with the goop on it, and it'll be like, yeah, thanks. And he's gonna just chuck it.
I got the square rod. I was really hoping for the round one, but, you know, I guess beggars can't be choosers.
All right, so you got the other rod, so we're just missing one more. One more house, one more rod, maybe.
I guess so.
You got any more of those cokes?
No, it's just one and it's mine.
What did you see in there? You
You don't want to know. Yeah, like, remember when I was telling you about that time in Vegas?
Oh yeah. You were very vivid
Like-
about that one.
Worse.
I'm gonna just go check
Like
out
they
the
didn't
other
clean up
building.
after themselves again.
Yeah, okay,
all.
so Katie, as you're hearing this, you're like, Nope.
Nope.
and you
Plus
begin to make your
murder.
way over to the next one. So you swerve that conversation and make your way
Yeah.
towards the central one. And you make it up to the door. And you hear strange garbled noises coming from. Do you open the door?
Is there like a window?
There are windows, but it's dark. You'll have to
Dark.
open the door to let the light in better.
Yeah. I guess I'll open the door.
You open the door, and painted perfectly as if a very fucked up painting in front of you is the final subject. You see a male body, though not in any form you've seen it. They make garbled noises and seem to almost flop around a little. Their body's been rearranged. The mouth is extended across his abdomen. eyes replace where the nipples should be. Genitals sit atop his head. His legs and arms extend from the groin.
Like
I
a
just saw
unicorn?
Lindy there. Like a unicorn.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a thing.
His hands and feet are chained to the floor, but he seems to be on
Are they
all
swapped?
four.
Or like are his feet coming off his
Yeah,
wrists?
his feet are
hands
coming
off
off his
ankles?
wrists and his hands off his ankles.
I
as
love
he's
it.
kind of
Yeah.
he kind of pulls against the chains
Strangest
quite a bit.
unicorn ever.
And just for Lindy's sake, the final detail, because I know you'll laugh about it anyway, is the anus is rearranged to the middle of the back.
Fun.
So there you are.
Well, if the
But the
mouth is
rod
on the
is-
front, that's not a long journey at all.
This is a mean one. And you do see there is a metallic rod just in front of it. And it seems to garble and seems to pull against the chains quite a bit and seems quite insane.
I would be too.
I would be too.
Most people would, yeah. It's not for everybody being a unicorn.
Yes.
Rare sight in the wild. Use your cow powers, Katie.
I ain't ever seen a cow like this before.
Tame the beast.
Dear God, no. All right,
This ain't the right kind of rodeo.
this is not the rodeo I want to be at right
Don't
now.
ride that bull.
God, no. All right, I'm
No,
gonna like
anyway.
heft my frying pan, and I'm gonna try to get that rod, I guess.
Okay, so you go to get that rod, and just Lindy's face as they're slowly recovering in this. I can't say that. You walk in.
If it
you
gets
manage to
anywhere
find
close to me, I'm just gonna whack it.
Aim for the horn.
It does
It's
get a
a
bit
weak
closer
spot.
as it sort of pulls against the chains. And could you give me a very quick attack check then, please? You have anything melee related?
Fighting brawl.
Fighting brawl.
How do I do it? Just
The green button next
Press
to
the
fighting.
green.
fail.
See, you go to swing at it, but instead, your wrist catches just by the side of its head, and the frying pan just flies around the room and clangs in the center.
Oh,
But you do manage to grasp the rod, and you are safe.
I'm gonna book it out as soon as
You-
I have that in
You
hand. I'm
book
just
it
like,
the
I'm
fuck of
out,
that room,
and I
and
slam
you
the
have
door
all
behind
three
me.
rods.
Do not go in that one. That one is an abomination.
Oh my god.
I think
Worse
we-
than the mouth and the lungs at the ceiling?
Like 1,000
Whoa.
times worse.
Well, wait a
What could
minute.
be
What
worse?
room was I in? Because he had the blindfold on.
Yeah, you do, and you take that off.
Oh no, he had it when he was in that room. So he's
Oh,
like,
of course,
"Wait, what
yeah.
was in that room?"
And you all find yourselves stood outside the cabins on a cold night in this strange campsite. All of these abominations behind you, but each of you wielding in your hands, at least for three of you, mighty rods of different shapes: circle, square, triangle.
I really hope this is only the rod of 3 parts and not 7, because if there's 7 parts, it's gonna take us a long time. But let's go shove these in some holes.
Sounds like a
Really
plan.
a good idea.
I don't think we should leave those poor people like that. I mean,
Yes.
What the hell are you gonna do for them? Scoop them into a bucket and carry them around?
no, maybe we should just put them out of their misery, like burn the
Okay,
buildings.
well, there is a campfire. We
Well,
could
look,
just set the forest on fire. Screw Smokey the Bear.
No,
Maybe
We don't
not
need to
the
listen to him
forest.
today.
It's just the buildings.
Well, if we
You're
set
not-
fire to the buildings, I mean, I've played Minecraft. If you set fire to the buildings, it's just gonna spread into the fire. It's like when you spill a lava bucket. It's just, I don't
I mean,
know.
What?
she's not entirely wrong. It will spread.
But just like, I mean, do you want to leave? I mean, what if that stuff comes out of the buildings? What if they leave and
Then
chase
other
us?
people can deal with it.
Okay,
Oh,
we can,
look,
I'm
if
down for
those-
setting it on
I don't
fire.
think they're moving anywhere except for the one in the middle.
And you
He's the only
still
one that's got
hear,
legs.
being outside of these cabins, you still hear the garbled noises, the moans from one of the cabins, and the screaming of them
You
being
know,
called
if
from another.
I didn't know the context behind these noises, I would say this would be a sweet camping spot.
Look, you just do like what you did in my home state of Los Angeles, and if you hear weird
Oh
sounds,
my god,
you
you're
just
from Los
ignore it and keep
Angeles? I'm
walking.
from San Diego.
Oh boy! All
I'm
right.
just I'm gonna go that way.
yeah,
yeah,
back to
I'm with
camp.
you, Katie. Let's go.
Sam, the coffee's good, and you begin to make your
Though I'm currently living in a streamer house in Miami, so.
Oh God, that's the true horror.
Yeah.
This is nothing. You've seen worse than this. As you begin to make your way back towards the camp, the moonlight perfectly painting the campsite ahead of you as you make your way over, the cylinder greeting you as you make your way back still stood exactly where it was. 3 holes still there, and you have, of course, the 3 rods.
All right, let's stuff these holes.
Okay.
All right.
Donald's gonna wait till he's the last one to stick his rod in there, and he'll look at him and be like, "All right, so far."
It's okay.
been
They can
thrown out
touch.
of a
It's
plane.
fine.
Well, that's not the point.
Oh.
But sure. So far, we've been thrown out of a plane. We've been in a tube. We're not about to stick rods into a tube. We were in other people's bodies. We're still in other people's bodies.
It's an out-of-body experience. Remember, they drugged the coffee.
It's been some crazy shit, but we ain't dead yet, so.
Right?
Okay.
What do we have left to lose?
We survived
So-
a plane accident.
You say, we survived a plane
That's
accident.
not what
and
the
as you
social
say
media
that,
says, but
Donald, you slide on in that last rod. It slides smoothly inside into the triangular-shaped hole and goes sheer to the surface. And as the final one is pushed in, you all see a massive flash come from it.
the
And
forest
then
is gonna
you
fall.
feel heat over your bodies. Immense heat. And is that PC the tech guy's head over there?
What?
And then everything goes black. And you find yourselves in the same metallic, cold room. All as
damn it.
yourselves once again.
Oh my gosh,
Are we
I'm-
doing something wrong?
I'm
Are we like
learning so
failing
much.
tests or something?
No, this is out-of-body experiences to teach us.
Schmindy, is this like one of your video games where you like put a headset on and you're somebody else? Do you know what I'm talking about? I don't know what I'm
Maybe.
saying.
Oh my god, is this the new virtual reality version of like out-of-body experiences?
Yeah, that.
And as you ask about that, a voice rings out. Though a strange voice, one that seems to be all of your own voices but layered. As it simply states, why did you insert the rods when you did not know its function? As
Because
if
I
over a
love
speaker.
stuffing things into holes.
Hey, well, she does not speak for all of us here.
That's why I did it.
Look, voice, whoever you are, we just want out of here. I mean, we
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
just appeared in this hole, and you think you could get us out of it? Trying to reason with it.
No one's stuffing my hole, so I had to stuff some hole.
that is
Hello?
more than I need to know about you.
And you say that and hello, and you hear one word back. Fascinating. Before all of your minds go blank once more.
God damn it.
And you find yourselves again in an unfamiliar, yet still in some way familiar now after these other 2 times that this has happened, in new bodies. This time, there's something a bit different. You are in the woods. You seem to be in a valley. You've been walking through thick, wooded areas. And you can see there's rations on the floor. Each of you is dressed in hunter's gear, like you're on a hunting trip. And you do find that you all carry backpacks with camping gear, maps, and personal possessions on you, and each of you is armed with a hunting rifle, 2 knives, and 6 flares.
Well, I'm right at home here.
Hey, another cup.
This is perfect.
PC drops the gun. I'm a pacifist. I don't use guns.
You
I
don't
like
drop
guns.
a gun, especially not a loaded one. I'm gonna snatch
How
it
do I
up.
know it's
Loaded?
loaded? What do you even do with these?
It's
If
loaded.
you're carrying a gun, it's probably loaded, and I'm gonna check it.
I have killed so many people in Call of Duty.
This is
It's
not a
loaded.
game.
I'm sure that I
is
know
okay,
exactly what to do.
100% that shit is loaded. Yeah.
Do not drop a loaded gun on the ground.
I don't know.
That
these
is how you
things.
die.
You can't
you-
drop them. Like, when you just drop them in Call of Duty, you usually just swap weapons. Like,
No, no, this is not Call of Duty, Schmindy. This is real life.
You think if
and
I
you
drop this one, I'll get a better gun later?
No, it doesn't work like that.
How many inventory slots do I have for these? How many of these can
I
I
don't know. Check your damn backpack.
Is this lady even in touch with reality?
No, she is not. I don't know how the hell I'm related to her.
She is the preeminent social media influencer of our time. You need to respect her position in the world.
She is my
Thank you,
cousin,
PC.
and she is a vapid dumbass.
You
I
should
love
not
you,
speak
Mindy.
to her like that. That's not nice.
I know what dumbass means.
Tori, too.
Okay.
All right. Looks like we're new
Can I read
scenario.
Who's got the
eh?
map?
Yeah. What's that map say? Yeah.
I don't
Bring
see
it
it. Where's
over.
the little thing that says you are here? Where's our dot? I'm like moving it
It's
around.
not a GPS. It is a
Where's our map dot?
map.
Where's the question mark? Where's our what's the quest goal? I don't see
Donald's
one.
gonna pull up.
Who
the
has
Okay.
the map?
So
Donald's gonna
each of
pull out a
you
map.
seem to have a satellite phone which has reception.
Oh, thank God.
This you also do see that you have invoices in your bags that seem to speak of a fly-in hunting lodge near Ruby, an area nearby. There is an extra room booked for a Joshua Passantino, and another invoice identifies him as a seaplane charter pilot hired by seemingly the vessels that you're currently in to go to various hunting spots along the Yukon River. Given the time, the date, and the rest of the info, you determine that they seem to be waiting at the lodge to take them to your next destination. And your maps. Could you all just give me a very quick, we'll just go with an intelligence.
Oh, I think I'm decent at that. Hold on.
Hard success.
Wow, nice.
Donald got a success.
I failed.
It's not a GPS, it makes sense.
Oh my God, I don't understand this.
What the hell?
It's not. I don't see the dot.
So, you see 3 points, seemingly. And as you all look over it, those of you who got successes, you determine where you're at. You can see that the lodge is not so far away from here. It's probably about an hour's walk away, roughly. A bit of a hike, but you could make it there. And you have a general idea of the direction, mainly because there's a rise up to the right-hand side of you that seems to lead through the forest, and it's a fly-in lodge, and it seems to be on a higher point. But for you, Katie, with your superior cow-handling skills, your mind doesn't only skip to those points, but you see there are 3 points, and they seem to form a perfect triangle. And right bang in the middle of that is a small island. Seems strange to you. It's very, very specifically there as well.
There's not like any pencil markings on the map, or nobody's written
Only
notes or
these
anything.
3 points and
Okay.
almost a triangle formed.
Interesting. Well,
No notes. You've got your invoices that seem
Yeah,
to be your
yeah.
notes.
okay. These people seem to be hunting something. And-
like Bigfoot.
I mean, sure,
Okay.
Bigfoot.
Let's hunt Bigfoot.
There's like, did any of y'all
Get so
else
many
notice
likes.
this? There's like an island in the middle of this triangle here.
Is that what the green and the speck of blue is?
Yes, that's
Okay.
what
I'm
that
still trying to
is.
figure out how you put the destination in on these maps.
Yeah,
You know where
I'm
you're
not.
going?
I'm poking it, and the pin's not marked. The pin's not dropping.
Where's the stack? I can't figure out. I
Just,
mean,
just
there's
leave
no
the map
cogwheel.
to me.
There's nothing here.
I'll take care of it. Don't worry about the map.
Haven't
Y'all
you
want to
guys
go to an
ever used
island?
Haven't you guys ever used a convention map before? It's not that hard.
No.
I just use the apps.
Yeah,
They're
there's an app for
easy
that.
to use.
Okay, do y'all want to go to the lodge, or do you want to go to an island?
So just to give clarity
Is it
on
a
that as well,
tropical
you
island?
would need to fly to go to the island.
Ah.
So
Oh,
you would
okay.
need to go to the lodge, and there's a Mr.
Okay.
Passantino who's your flight, your sea pilot who's waiting there.
Oh.
So if you make
I
your way
don't
to
know
the
about
lodge,
you
you can
guys.
make your way there.
We can go to the island.
I'm all for heading to an airplane to get out of here. You know, I don't care
Yes.
where we go, but let's get
Maybe
out
not
of
on
here.
another
Alright.
plane again, though, because like
Last time didn't end
it
too well.
did not go very well at all.
I'm feeling this
Yeah.
isn't going to go that well either. That guy, the guy at the silo, that was creepy. You guys heard his voice, right? He
You
was
think he
asking
was
questions.
like a psychic cow? Katie, why didn't you use your cow powers on him?
They don't work that way.
Ugh.
No way.
Look, I've played Stardew Valley. I know how this works.
All right. Well,
Why don't you come to the ranch sometime and I will show you how it works.
Ew.
And we can discuss family matters later here. Hey, Katie, you mind taking us here on this pathway to the lodge, please?
Yeah, I'll lead the
Before
way.
Schmicky or Schmooky or whatever
It's
her name is here.
Schmindy. Like,
Yeah, that
that's
thing.
so
Talks us to
Schmindy.
oblivion. Oh god. All right. Please, can you start this walk? I'd rather not get stuck out here for another 5 hours listening to her. Come
Yeah, all right, we're going this way.
Okay, so you're making your way towards the
It's
lodge.
not a subathon.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be talking for
Okay.
5 hours straight.
Okay, so you begin to make your way through. And you trudge through the area for a while. Grass under your feet, the wind brushing by you, and this is the longest time you've had in another body since, of course, what happened. And you all ache a little, as if you've been on a hunt, hiking and hunting for days now.
Physical activity.
But you keep
That's
on trekking through.
sex.
And as you continue this physical activity, that's not sex,
Ugh.
you make your way towards a
Gross.
clearing. And as you do, could you all make me spot hidden checks, please?
Yes.
Hard success.
Extreme!
Wow.
Hard success.
I'm just looking for someplace
Proud
to
of you all.
sit down. Oh my god. My
So-
feet hurt.
You seem to hear a noise. That's the first thing that you hear, but then you see it, those of you that passed. Those of you with successes just see the rustling of leaves off to the left near you as you're walking through a quite tight, winding area that comes to a clearing before tightening up again and continuing the hike up. Those of you with a hard success, you see something moving, something dark, almost a blackish purple that seems to be moving its way sloppily through the underbrush. You, Schmindy,
I see Bigfoot.
don't see Bigfoot. Nor do you see the Mothman, which would have been a close second.
Damn.
I know.
What you see is this strange globule of flesh and pulsating bulbous spots on it as it almost rolls its way out and crawls its way from the outside. And it seems quite large as all of you then begin to see this thing appear.
So because I like super saw it,
Yeah, so you could warn people.
oh yeah, I could do that. Can I use my satellite phone to do like this and take a selfie with it? Because I have 65 points in selfies and no one is ever gonna believe me about this if I don't take a picture.
So unfortunately, it's a satellite phone.
It doesn't take pictures?
It doesn't take
Then what is the purpose of this device?
So the rest of you, sort of, you're walking along, you hear.
I'm
and
just like,
see
oh my god, I
the
gotta get a
underbrush
selfie of
moving.
this.
You see
What?
Schmindy turn, pull out the phone, hold it up,
I'm like,
back to where the monster is.
why isn't it
And
working?
at that point, all of you who are looking, you see it roll out and bring its tendrils up right behind Schmindy, who has a perfect selfie opportunity right now. As all of you can make me a sanity check, please.
Can I make a
Schmindy,
selfie
get
check?
down.
It's kind of like a sanity check, is a
No.
selfie check.
It really is.
Hard success.
Oh no.
Success!
Hard success.
You're
Okay,
not
so
looking at it.
those of you,
Yeah, I'm just giving Schmindy a thumbs up. I'm like, this is going to be a great picture.
Yeah, exactly. So
fail.
those of you with a success, you're fine. Those of you with fails.
Is there at least a
hey,
disposable camera in my day bag? Can I like take a selfie?
Yeah, there is a disposable camera.
Okay,
You
I took a
take
selfie.
6 sanity loss, those of you who fail, unfortunately.
And those who succeeded?
Only 1.
Okay, sweet. And I'm gonna see if I can get a good selfie with this gross
Okay,
disposable
so
phone.
before that happens,
Oh, hard success on that selfie.
could all of you roll me a dexterity check? I just want to see how quickly you're all acting.
Ooh. Fail.
I'm
Fail.
gonna spend 19 luck. Make that a success.
Okay, so it's a success for you at least.
Yeah, because I want that
Okay.
selfie. That's the only reason why.
All right. So, those of you who failed don't act in time for this,
Wait.
unfortunately. As you see this come behind Schmindy, who then goes into her bag, pulls out a camera in time, kind of spins the camera around, points it, which is where you got your success from. So you do manage to get a snap. And those of you who succeed may also, with the hard success, act before the monster does. Normal successes, unfortunately, won't be acting before the monster does.
I got a hard success.
Yes, so you can act and Sam can act before the monster does, as you see it literally behind Schmindy about to attack.
Sweet. Now I have 75 in rifles and shotguns,
Yep.
so I'm gonna shoot it.
Okay, so you take the rifle out, you aim up, and you give it a shot. Could you give me the shot, please?
Hard success.
Nice. Give me the damage of that, please. So it's 2d6 plus 1.
Ooh, 11.
Brilliant. So you fire a shot into it, and it seems to hit it. It doesn't seem to do much,
Great.
as it seems to just hit it, and then it absorbs it almost immediately.
Schmindy, get the hell away from that thing.
I got the
And of
perfect
course,
picture.
Sam, you have an action as well. What do you want to do?
Or run in and punch the thing and be like, "This is just
Okay.
off the seventh light
So
rod."
you run in, there's like sweat trickling off you, the sun is catching it and it's glistening, your feet hit the ground, you run towards the formless spawn, you bring your fist back and swing in, and you see the flash of cameras, you see lights before you, you see Hollywood, you see your face on a big screen punching a goddamn robot. Give
Yes.
me a brawl check.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on a success, can you give me your brawl damage, please? So you have fighting damage.
Oh,
See if you can punch harder than a gun.
there we go. That's what.
The answer is unfortunately no. And you hit it and your hand just sinks into it. And all of this build up before in your mind as you ran up heroically is sort of going away as your fist is suddenly completely engulfed in the thing. And it's at that point that you see many whip-like tendrils come up from it, and they begin to bear down on Schmindy and Sam.
Ew.
So
Dodge.
Gross.
give it a dodge if you want. You can try and beat it. So you're looking to beat a hard success.
Okay. I'm not sure how this works, but
So you just roll dodge. If you beat a hard success, you'll be fine.
probably not.
I'm just gonna take
You, Lindy,
it.
if you're
I'm
going to
gonna
take
take
it.
the tentacle.
Okay. So for you, Sam, it's a tentacle hit as you are hit by a whip-like appendage. That will be dealing. Let me just find its exact damage here. Ah, there we go. Okay. Okay. 4d6. All right, I'm going to roll this openly for you.
Oh, damn.
4d6.
You're
What
dead.
kind of monster is this?
As it deals 11 damage to you, as the whip-like tendril immediately goes for you, what happens to you?
What happens at 0?
At 0, you are usually dead, but
exactly 0.
I believe, and I'll ask our experience keeper here, at 0, I believe that's it.
0,
isn't
it's usually dead unless it's like non-lethal
it?
damage.
So
or something.
Sam goes in, he like goes for the punch, hits it, hand sinks in, you see this thing whip back, cut straight across him, and his head just comes off and tumbles to the side.
Oh my god, Sam, no!
And it's as that
No.
happens and the blood sprays out and onto Schmindy, in typical slasher style, that the creature will be going not for its whip attack, but its bite attack.
Oh. What? I told you I'd take the tentacle, not the bite.
You can
gonna
take the
punch your
bite
head.
if you want. Do you wish to dodge the bite?
No, because I want my turn next, my action next turn.
Okay. So you are
Bite
engulfed
me. Keep
as it instantly swallows you.
Oh. I'm guessing it hit me then. That's cool. Great.
It did.
I'll
yes,
just
it
cut my
definitely
way
did.
out
You
from
got
the
a
inside.
success, so
It'll be
it
fine.
did, unfortunately.
That's fine.
So you only take 1 point of damage this
Oh.
round, as you're swallowed.
Okay.
But you are completely engulfed by the creature and will continue to take damage whilst within it, unless you can break out.
That's fine.
So now we'll go around again. So those of you who failed your initiative, what do you want to do? You see,
Donald.
Sam immediately fucking killed. Like, he was brave, but his head is like 10 foot away from his body right now. The blood is still going out. And Katie, your gun in hand didn't seem to do much.
You said we had flares,
Good
right?
shot. You have flares.
Okay. PC's gonna grab the flare out. He sees Schmindy get engulfed, like his dream girl, like his boss, everything. He just lights the flare,
Dream
grabs
boss.
like 1 or 2 flares.
Up
If
to
he has
you.
2, he's gonna light both of them. Just
You
run
have,
in
like,
there.
4 flares. You can-
Okay, light all 4. Okay, and then just dive into it, flare first into the thing.
It's amazing. So I'll tell you what with this, given you're doing all of this, this is incredibly dangerous. Could you just give me a just a brawling check just to see how on sort of
Oh yeah,
you are,
I'm
because you have
so
lit flares
good at
next to your
brawling.
eyeballs.
Where's
So,
my
Fighting
brawl,
brawl.
at?
F.
fighting
Okay,
brawl.
fighting brawl. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm good at that. That's no.
Oh
my
my
god!
God,
I
you
did get a success.
You did succeed,
Nice.
and it doesn't dodge as
You
you
could, if you spent 3
dive
points
in.
of luck, you can make it a hard success.
You know what? I'll spend 3 points to make that a
Cool,
hard
cool,
success,
cool,
just
cool,
for the hell
cool.
of it.
Yeah, why not? So you definitely hit, and you hit good. And with your hard success rather than your success, you dive into the creature, flares out, and Schmindy, you're engulfed, you're being crushed by this creature.
Ew.
However, suddenly a light appears
At the end of the tunnel.
and you see the creature
Jesus?
kind of the tunnel widens as the creature's flesh peels back and away from the flare's heat as you suddenly emerge into the light, and you suddenly see PC,
Oh,
the tech guy,
PC!
diving towards you with flares in hand.
I'm so glad to see you.
And lands on the ground near you. The creature sort of
Schmindy,
warded
run!
off by the light. What do all of you do? You've still got actions. So, Donald, what do you do?
I mean, seeing all this crazy shenanigans going on with his client getting his head chopped off, a man diving into this creature with flares, a lady being eaten. Katie took a shot. I think Donald would freeze because he's kind of a coward. He'd probably drop his rifle and go, "Oh God, oh God, oh God," and he's just standing there saying that he doesn't know what to do.
That's fair. And Sam's head at this point rolls finally over towards your feet. And Sam, you can still speak.
Oh. Hey,
Ah, ah, ah. And
help me!
he's gonna panic kick your head towards the monster.
Kick it to me! Kick it to me! Kick it to me!
So you punt the head
Towards the monster.
towards the monster. Could you give me a very quick brawl check on that?
Can I try to catch his head?
Okay.
This is why I'm rolling it,
Oh
basically.
yes, please.
Brawl check. Is that actually brawl or would it be
Fighting
Yeah,
brawl.
fighting brawl. And you can make me
Oh,
a dexterity
fighting.
check, Schmindy.
Hell yeah.
fighting brawl?
Oh no,
Oh
I missed.
no! Fail.
So you
I'm gonna push it.
Ugh.
I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna. I succeeded on my push. I catch your head.
Good job. So on the fail, you do boot it, but it begins to fly, head over head towards Schmindy's face.
Scalp over
And
chin.
Schmindy, it like is going towards you. You see Sam's head just like this is kind of going under her hand. And it appears in front of you as you catch him by the cheeks and the ears.
I've
His
got
head
you.
is just in front
Don't
of you.
worry.
Katie, you're seeing some shit.
Yeah, I am.
This ain't home. This ain't cows. Cows are easier.
Cows are so cuddly
Use your
and
cow
cute.
powers on this beast.
Where did that thing go? Is it still there?
It's there, but it's being sort of warded off by the flares, but it seems to be sort of trying to whip them away. You've still got flares yourself, though, Katie.
Yeah, I guess I'll take out a flare too and kind of chuck it at its face, I guess.
Okay, cool. So could you
Forward.
give me just give me a dexterity check on that?
Success.
Nice. So you throw it end over end, and it lands in front of it again, and the flames that you throw at it seem to land right bang on in the middle, and it seems to sear some of its flesh as you see it bubbling, and it lets out a very weird squeak and squeal as it begins to bubble and melt away into the ground. You've killed it, Katie. Good
Oh, God.
Uh,
What in the goddamn name of cows was that?
I don't know. Sam's dead though. Sam's dead.
I'm not dead, but
Ah!
I can't really feel my feet.
Oh, about that.
Because you don't have any.
Here,
What?
maybe we can fix it. And I was kind of like, I'll set it next to his body.
No, don't do that. Stop.
Hey, you're the one who
That's not-
kicked him in the face. That's rude.
How is he alive?
Don't question it. This is an
How
out-of-body
is
experience.
Anything that has happening.
Out-of-body experience.
If we
So-
run into another one of those, just put a flail in my mouth and throw me on it.
Okay.
Can we keep going, please? Please.
Please, let's keep going.
Can I?
I'm gonna. Don's gonna just start walking without
Yeah,
you
Don-
guys, even if he has to.
And yes, Katie, what were you saying?
Can I go to the spot where it like
Melted away.
dissolved? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is there
yeah, you can,
anything
yeah.
there?
Yeah, PC standing
There's-
over it with all 4 flares still, just like
I'm gonna
There's
put
sludge
the
as you
Huxim-
see PC, the rave guy. around.
Good skills, PC. I never knew you were a raver.
what?
You got those
But
glow
yes,
stick
you
skills.
go over and all you see is like sludge that's left. And like one little bit of it that's kind of,
Oh, I'm just gonna.
flopping away.
Hey, PC, can I see one of those flares, please?
Yeah, here's 2.
I take one and I just shove it in the
So you,
sludge bit. I'm just like,
yeah, so you like roast that little wormy
Yeah.
thing that's going away, and it's
none
like
of that nonsense.
a little and bubbles away as you finally kill it.
I put
All right,
Sam's
can we
head
go to
under
the
my
cabin
shoulder,
now?
and
Donald's
I pull
already
out
walking.
the
He's
disposable
like-
camera.
Donald's off in the distance,
50
Maybe we
yards
should
away.
run.
Like, nope, I'm going.
like all the way over there somewhere. He's like, nah, I'm gone.
I'm gone. Nope.
Can we
100
run?
yards and-
Like,
yeah, hold
is
on
that...
just 1 second. And I put Sam's head there, and I get my camera, and I go like to like get the next photo ready. I'm like, okay, now we're good.
Thanks.
So your camera's ready to go,
Yeah.
and you all
I'll take a
begin to
selfie
make your
with
way
Sam.
towards the cabin. So it takes quite a while. It's quite the walk as you begin to make your way around. I can't believe you got a selfies roll. Do
I'm a social media influencer. Of course, I know how to.
you want to
take
push that? I
selfies.
mean,
No, I got a success.
It's
a good
decent.
photo. It's it's the lighting. It's the shitty.
it'll get
camera
like
quality.
maybe 100,000 likes. I think.
Maybe.
Um,
The monster one though is gonna be awesome.
It's going to be great.
So
So
good.
you make your way slowly towards it. It's about another 40 minutes of hiking, and it's tense. You don't see any more of those things, but every time a bush rustles slightly, you kind of almost have a jump of your heart. And you all make your way slowly towards the cabin, and eventually you do. As you break away from the thick wooded area and find what seems to be one of the only structures around, you can see on top of the building seems to be an air vehicle of some sort. Seems to be a plane, one of the ones that can go above water and air. And you also see that this is kind of a big cabin lodge. Seems quite fancy, actually. And as you all walk out of the woods, covered in various amounts
Finally.
of blood, especially yourself, Schmindy,
Civilization.
you see there's somebody smoking a cigarette outside. But they kind of look over to you. They have a scraggly beard and some big aviator sunglasses on as they look over and go, is everything okay?
Hey!
Hi.
No.
No, everything's not okay. No, we need
Things
to
have
get out
been
of here
better.
right now.
You didn't find the moose you were after, so I'm assuming not. Yeah, we can get going quite quickly. Plane's
Yeah,
pretty
let's
much
go.
refueled.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go throw stuff in and hop in while you do your thing. Yeah.
I'll
and
just
he's
finish
gonna-
my drink and then I'll be up to fly the plane.
Don's gonna walk right by him towards
Sounds
the plane.
good.
Don't care. Throwing
Schmindy,
stuff in it.
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
should
that's fine.
Probably, put that Sam's head in your backpack.
Oh, in my backpack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Well-
Sam.
I don't want to go in there. It's dark in there.
Sorry, Sam, but it looks hella suspicious.
Oh,
Karen,
here,
if-
I'll just put
if
you into my
never had
shirt
around.
instead.
Sure. That works, I guess.
The view's a lot nicer down there.
I remember why I stopped talking to you, Schmindy.
not bad.
This is why I like cow.
This is why my only friends are cows.
I miss you, Daisy.
She was so scarred she
Annabelle.
would turn to
Mabel Fat
cows.
and Maybelline.
Oh,
My God. Anyway, so you all begin to make your way there, and you make your way through. And as you sort of get upstairs as well, you go straight to the plane, Donald. You start to put stuff in immediately.
Oh yeah, I'm in the plane throwing crap in.
But your pilot seems to kind of look at the rest of you and goes, y'all look hungry as well. I made sure to make you a bit of food.
I'm more thirsty than hungry.
Well, here's some whiskey. I'm on my
Thanks.
second bottle today, so we should be fine for flying. I ain't on 4.
Mm-hmm.
And as for the rest, we have got a few things. I got some jerky. Here you go. Some trail mix. Sort of hands out snacks for all of you.
I'd like some of those.
What is that?
Oh,
Yeah, that's a point. You are missing someone. There's another member of your group. What
Oh,
happened?
no, I'll take that trail mix though.
Yeah, here you go. He
I
says
got
and hands it
eaten
over
by
to
a
you.
bear, and I just take the trail mix, and I'm like,
Yeah, it happens more often than I'd like to admit. For fuck's sake.
Oh my God.
Just the Schmindy comes out and just the bar for content is like sank.
Yeah,
excuse me, I'm a content creator.
Influence.
Yeah,
Okay.
my
And
content
on that note,
influences social media.
and on that note, we'll move on. As you get the trail mix, you do what you do with that, and you all make your way to the plane. You get on board, and your pilot goes in, and he goes, yes, so I think your final stop was just over by the other side near Ruby. Or somewhere around that side, right?
Yeah, there's
Unless
like
there's anywhere else you want to go.
We're going to that island, right?
Yeah, can we go to that
The
island? The wrong accent.
He kind of looks around and goes, yeah, you mean the Eagle Island, it's known as.
Are there like
Fuck it, I don't
eagles
see why
there?
not.
Like bald eagles? Is that the island of American dreams?
Maybe. We'll have a look. We'll see how
So-
many American dreams you find out there.
So much
yeah,
red, white, and
yeah.
blue. I've already got the white and blue.
But the plane kicks up, and all of you almost have a momentary panic because it's the first time I've been in a plane since your other one crashed.
Second time
I
ever.
just hugged
Second time.
Sam close.
So it kicks up, and it gets a run up, and begins to go up into the air. And you've got quite the journey. You have roughly about an hour or two until they reach their destination. And they sort of talk a little bit with you, but generally they're sat in the pilot's seat, and it's quite loud down there. But you're all sat in the back, and you're afforded some space to talk as you're going to get dropped off at the island. Anything you want to talk about whilst on the journey?
Donald's getting a little bit more unhinged by all this, especially, all the things we've gone through and then the creature. And so he's kind of looking at the group, looking around kind of nervously. The vibrations of the plane are making him sweat a little bit as he's sitting there. And he kind of looks at the group, looks at Schmindy, where the head is and like the mouth moving under the shirt for Sam. And he was just like looking at it. So, what you guys think it's going to be at the island if
The American dream.
American dream? Yeah.
Yeah, eagles.
I had a dream once, and the dream things were normal, I guess. Nice
I
if they were
had a
normal.
dream about things being just like super normal with me and Sam.
Yeah, white picket fence, family, kids, sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
not
the
like
American dream right there.
kids or a white picket fence. There may have been a pole involved. And some
Okay.
bath water. But
Sure,
and a hot
that's
tub.
awfully...
and Vegas.
Schmindy,
Anyways,
anyone ever tell you you're really weird, Schmindy?
Am I being related to her?
it's not weird. It's called a brand.
Brand.
Someone can look at
weird.
something or have an experience and say, "That's so Schmindy."
When you're an internet influencer
Schmindy.
like her, you have to be on all the time. You can't ever take a break.
turn
I
off.
mean, your fans
Always
take pictures of
Sounds-
you.
That sounds
The
exhausting. and horrible.
paparazzi is like brutal sometimes, you know. So
Donald, I need you to find me a new body.
Oh yeah, yeah. As he kind of leans in to the head, I'll be right on it, Mr. Sam. Sorry we couldn't bring your body with us there.
it was really heavy.
How are you breathing?
Yeah.
This is
you don't
this is
have
a
any
cotton
lungs?
blouse. It's very breathable.
Yeah.
Is there
he
like
doesn't have
blood?
any lungs.
Is there blood coming out of the head? Has it
Oh.
stopped leaking or?
He's stopped leaking by now. There's
Okay,
quite a lot of
By
blood
now.
in Schmindy's laugh.
It's okay. We can just say something else is going on.
So do you think like when we get back to that silo, you're gonna have your body again, or are you gonna be like just ahead this
This
time?
is all an out of body experience.
I gotta throw this out there for you guys. What if we don't go back to that silo? What if this is it? What if
Oh.
this
I
is
mean,
the
we've
last
gone back to the
one?
silo. Like
Look,
what?
I don't
3
have my
times
gummy
now?
bears. This is all
Yeah,
a dream.
but I mean, come on. What puzzle could be solved out of this? I mean,
The flesh monster thing. Maybe that's the puzzle. Or we haven't been to the island yet. There could be a puzzle there.
I expect the island to be
the
really
American
horrible.
puzzle.
And as you say that, you hear a shout from the front as they go, "Hey, we're on your right, Eagle Island. Anywhere you'd like to be dropped off in particular?"
I look
on the
for the picket
island.
fence.
Okay.
And,
And as
the-
you look
and the
out
house.
through the windows, those of you looking out, could you give me a spot hidden, please?
Yes.
yeah.
Can't see anything through this.
Success.
Oh, here.
Fail.
Man.
Just lift it
So
up.
those of you with successes, you'll see it. Do any of you want to push with fails? Means you get to re-roll. You just have to beat. Yeah, you have to get a hard success to succeed.
I'll just pull up my shirt so Sam can see. It's my.
I'm good. Donald will hold his fail.
Fine.
Sam's eyes ain't focused on the horizon.
Oh,
However, Katie, you succeed.
Thank God for cousin
No.
Katie. We would never see
Cousin
anything.
Katie, who's been kind of spotting everything this game, which is great. Like without you, you are the eyes of the group.
I gotta watch out
Even
for
the-
them cows.
Them cow herding eyes.
Don't want anybody stealing my cattle.
You don't want to steer them astray.
Oh,
And on that mic drop,
Doo-doo.
as you look out, Katie, the rest of you just see an island. You're looking, there's trees and stuff, but you, Katie, you see something interesting. There seems to be an area
Silo?
where there's just a hole that goes into the ground. Just suddenly, this almost sink area.
Can you drop us by that big old hole down there?
Can you fly in the hole?
Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. I'm good at landing near holes. He says it. He's sort of
Near holes, but not in them.
not in them,
Oh,
just near them.
I'm so sorry.
Donald's looking out the window and he's like, "Is that duct
Sucks
tape?"
for you.
Yep, that's duct tape. The front of the plane detached from the back of the plane a while ago, so I
Oh,
stuck some duct
Donald's eyes
tape
go
on there.
wide. You're like, "Oh."
It's all right. It works. It works. It's very good duct tape. He says as you do feel that the back rattles more than the front as he's sort of going down to the land, and he does. He lands perfectly and drops you off just about a 5-minute walk away from the big hole.
So when will you be back?
Well, I'll stay here. I mean, there ain't no sort
Right.
of lodges for me to stay in here, so I'll
Good.
wait for you.
Thanks. What was your name again?
My name, it's earlier in my notes. So, I'm gonna-
Hi, earlier, Mr. Notes.
my name is Joshua Passantino.
Mr. Passantino.
And call me Joshy.
Okay,
Joshy.
Joshy. Well, we will be right back after we investigate this hole.
All right, you
All
got
of
some
us.
red on you.
Oh, yeah, it's just that time.
When you bleed from your
Yep.
chest. Yeah, I ain't one to
She's
judge. You
He's
can-
having a
is
bit of a day.
Donald is gonna deadpan look at him and go, "She's a trendsetter."
It's true.
Yeah, she
Million-
does have that feel of one of those influencers, do they call them?
Yeah, influencers.
The flu.
I
Spreads
heard
it
they're
like
viral.
wildfire.
Yeah, I've been viral so many times. I have over 1 million Instagram followers. I do some modeling on the side too.
Right,
So that hole.
Yeah, makes
Yeah.
sense. So about that hole, yeah.
I have an
So
80 appearance. I am just
yeah, he's taken by you. So
best stat.
you all step out then and begin to make your way towards the hole. So, do any of you look down into it?
Absolutely.
Don't know why, but yes.
I'll ask if Sam wants to see into the hole, because if
Yeah.
that's the case, I'm gonna hold him out because I don't want to drop him. I don't want to fall in, and so I'm just gonna like kind of hold him real good.
Thank you. Take a left.
And as you look down into it, you see there seems to be a ledge running all the way around that seems to spiral down into this. And you can't see down to the bottom, but you swear you see some sort of light.
I'm gonna pull out one of them flares
Okay.
and light it
You
and just
light one of the flares and begin to go. So, as you make your way slowly down the cone-shaped hole, it seems to go down almost 100 foot. And the cavern that seems to go down there seems to open up into another area as you see a system of metallic platforms down there. And you see what looks to be a area that has an almost T-junction to it. There are two big square structures. And you see what looks to be a strange looking almost gate in the middle. And this gate kicks up. And as you look down, all of you see a strange insectoid creature step out from the right-hand room, looks over to you all, chitters slightly, and walks through the gate where it vanishes.
Anybody else see that?
What
Am
did you
I
see, Sam?
hallucinating right there?
I don't want to believe that I
Oh, no.
saw it, but I did.
That's what you saw on the plane. Same things you saw on the plane.
What was that?
Was it aliens? Oh my god, was it aliens?
It looked like a bug.
Wait.
Definitely
I saw-
insectoid.
Mm.
When I was on the plane before getting, and you guys all got, out of it, that there was something that was crawling inside of the plane, and I just let go and jumped for it, but. It may
And it's
have
at
been
that time that you hear a beeping from below. Just doop, doop, doop.
You said insectoid, like, are we talking like Zuckus?
Starship Troopers is what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay.
But
The beep continues.
Someone needs to change the battery on their smoke detector. God.
Yeah, look, how about we just get in the plane and get out of here? Have them take us to
I mean,
the
you don't
city.
want to go through that thing. I'm kind of curious.
There's the two rooms as
No,
well. There's the two
I don't
big
wanna go through
structures,
it.
these
Okay,
square ones.
Is there a way to? Is there like a ladder?
There is, yes. You can walk down
Oh.
quite easily.
I really
So-
don't want to go through that structure, but
Sounds like you really want to go through first, Donald.
how about I wait here with you guys for the plane? And
The plane's waiting. Joshy will not leave without me. I
Oh, come on.
promise.
So,
Donald.
do you go towards it then? Do you go down?
Katie will.
Okay, so do you go to the left or the right?
Left is always right.
Okay, so you go towards the left, and as you do, you walk into a room that seems quite strange, but you see it's a very metallic room. It's a big square, and you see there's a strange device in the center of it that almost seems like a sphere. And it's a 3-inch sphere that's plugged into the top of each of what looked like a metallic smooth cylinder.
Honey,
And
I
you
shrunk the
see
kids.
there are 5 of these metallic cylinders placed in a row with a sphere attached to each of the top of them. And a device in the middle.
I'm gonna head towards that thing in the middle and see
Okay.
what that's all about.
Seems to be some wires that seem to connect to the spheres.
I'll have followed Katie down, because she's my cousin after all, I guess. It's fine.
And are all of you
right-
going to the
right
left, or are
behind her.
some of you going to the right?
PC follows Schmindy.
So you're in with the left. What about the two of you, Donald and Sam? Well, Sam, you're going with Schmindy.
Yeah, I
What
don't
about
have
you,
much
Donald?
of a choice.
Unless Donald wants to take into the other room.
Donald would probably go with Katie.
Okay, so all of you to the left then. So you're all in this room
Yeah.
with these
Check out the
5
left, and then we'll check out the
cylinders.
right. Can I make any sense of these electronics, these wires?
You can tell that they seem to plug into the spheres.
Can I make like a compute? Is there a computer in this room?
None more than you can see.
Oh, gross. Maybe
Just
the
this
computer.
central device with the wires and these 5 tubes with these 5
Okay,
spheres on top.
maybe
of them.
like the mainframe is in the other room. I'm gonna check it out real quick.
Okay, so you're beginning to walk to the other room. What about the rest of you? Do you
Can I,
inspect the
like-
spheres anymore?
Yeah, I want to like check out one of these spheres and then
Okay.
possibly touch it.
PC goes
Okay,
to the
so-
middle box.
So you go to the middle box and you see this box, you see the wires that are coming out of it, and you see they seem to attach to the top of the little sort of spheres on top of the cylinders, just to your side, where Katie is currently inspecting them. And Katie, you see the sphere seems to almost lift off, but almost like a lid.
I'll open one of them.
So you, and as you lift it, Schmindy, as you're sort of walking, you see Donald suddenly just
Oh shit.
to the ground for a moment as you've lifted it up. And as you've lifted this thing up, Katie, you look in and you see a brain.
I go,
Floating.
hey, don't unplug anything as I'm looking at Donald because, like, there's 5 of those and 5 of us, and it could have something to do with this augmented reality out-of-body experience thing we're having. I've seen Sword Art Online. I know what happens.
I'm just gonna close that right quick.
So as you click it back on, you see Donald breathe and almost come back to life again.
And then I go continue to the other room.
And as you're walking into the other room and you've seen these 5 tubes that seemingly contain brains, you go to the other room. And inside of that room, Schmindy, you see something quite worrying.
Uh-oh.
You see a cylinder,
Gross.
and it seems to contain what looks like almost a replica of the big thing from before that you put the rods in.
Ew.
But with one key difference, the rods are already in, and they are currently sliding even deeper in. And you know what happened the last time these rods hit that point?
Sweet.
It exploded.
Oh.
You
Guys.
don't seem to have long.
And I'll just kind of run back, cradling Sam as I go.
The rods!
Yeah, tell him, Sam. I don't do cardio often.
The rods! Rods! You gotta stop them!
I don't think we can stop them. Or the thing's gonna explode. We should go through that portal maybe and
Run
take our
away!
brains. We don't have a lot of time.
So do we
So-
stop the rods or go through the portal?
I don't think we can stop the rods. Can we lift the little
So
cylinders?
here's where I will give you a bit of a choice, because this is very snap reaction and could go horribly wrong. So you don't have too much time to think about this, but as people, I'll give you that. So you can try and stop the rods, or you can attempt to decipher the gate. What do each of you do?
Schmindy's played a lot of RuneScape. She's gonna try to decipher the gate.
Okay, no problem.
Let's watch the last Stargate. It's fine.
So
PC
because you
follows
watched
behind
Stargate,
Schmindy.
you can have a bonus dice
Oh hell yeah.
with your occult, please.
Oh, I knew I
I'll
should
give you
have
it
put
under
points
a
into a cult.
However, what about the rest
Watch
of you?
Atlantis.
Katie, what are you trying to do?
Atlantis, yeah, that too.
She's gonna try and stop one of the rods.
Okay, so you run in and go to try and grab at one of the rods and pull it out. Could you please give me a very quick strength check, please?
Hard success.
Oh.
Nice.
Right,
So
here's
you
my
manage to
advantage
pull out
occult.
2 of them. As you pull out one, you pull out the second with a mighty pull. Your teeth are gritted. It's taking every muscle and inch of your fiber to pull these out. As you get 2 of them out, and you see that final one almost going in.
Oh, no.
And
I will
at that
spend
point-
29 points of luck to decipher this Stargate.
Nice.
sure. So, what would that give you?
A success.
Okay, so a success is good enough for you. I won't say anything.
You know what?
about
No,
that.
you know what? I'm already spending 29 points of luck. Let's just make it like the 33 or whatever it is to make it an extreme
An
success.
extreme. That's why I was checking, because I was like, really? Because you got like
It's right there. It's
3
like a
digits
4-point
between it,
difference.
yeah.
3 digits.
So exactly. So I was like, you may as well. Right. Okay. So you manage. You kind of look at it, and you look at it, and the memories of RuneScape come back. The memories of World of Warcraft come back. You played Portal, so
Stargate,
you're a genius.
Portal. I
You've
was
watched
so good.
Rick
I
and
speedrun
Morty,
Portal
so your IQ is up
every
here,
Sunday.
and you press these things, and suddenly a portal appears in front of you, and you can make your way out if you wish, with Sam the Head in tow.
Nice job.
Thanks.
But do you take your brain with you? You have time.
We're gonna need those.
You
Yeah.
can hear Katie sort of yanking these rods
Yeah.
out as you're doing this.
Yeah, I think I will take our brains.
Okay.
Grab mine, please.
I will. Will do. Hopefully you have your body. Because this one sucks for me too, so. Mine's better. I'll show you if we can make it back.
Oh, that'd be nice.
So sorry. But I'm not.
Oh god.
I just, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, I'm living this right now, so it's more than fine, you know. So yeah.
It's only like 2 in the morning
Okay.
for you. It's fine. It's whatever.
So, and as you do this, and do you retrieve your brains then? Just to check.
Yep. Take my brain.
Cool. So you're taking your brain, and you take Sam's brain as well. You determine which one's which.
Yeah.
You pull them.
I see
and
who passes
you
out.
look
Open it up.
into the room. Tech, you have a choice right now. You see Katie grabbing the last rod, trying to pull it out and stop the bomb. You see Schmindy, the person that you adore so much, with the head in tow and these 2 massive cylinders with her, trying to make her way to the gate. Do you go with Schmindy, or do you help Katie? The agent seems to be very disoriented from having the brain uncorked before. It's
He
down
goes
to
with
you,
Schmindy.
PC.
Yeah, it
Go
goes
with
for
Schmindy.
Schmindy.
So you look at Katie. Katie, give me one last strength check.
Oh god. Hard success.
Ooh.
So, Katie, you grit your teeth, you pull, and you put all of that strength training that you have from dealing with cows and the ranch all your life, and you yank. The rod slips out from where it was. The beeping stops, but you see the rest of them, aside from the agent, disappear into a portal. Anything to say, Katie?
What? Sorry, what?
Anything you want to say
Oh.
as you finally pull that last rod out from the bomb and are alive?
What the fuck just happened? So just everybody's gone?
You look around. You see the agent. He's on the ground. You look around and you don't see Schmindy. You see the gate where they walked through, but not how they opened it. And you see across in the other room from you, you do see the other 2 cylinders remaining that are no doubt your brain and the agent's brain. And it's almost bittersweet. It seems you have your life back, but you're a brain in a jar.
Fun.
But this new body of yours and the agents, they will give you a new life. And there's a plane waiting outside.
I'll.
Do you try and decipher and go with Schmindy and the rest, or do you head on home?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and collect this actor dude, and I'm not smart enough to do anything with the
So
gate.
the agent
so
sort of gets up and he's like he's a bit out of it still. He's sort of, his head's wobbling slightly as he puts his arm around your shoulders to be helped out. And you grab your brains and you get going.
Yeah.
So you make your way up, you and the agent, up the spiraling way into the plane. Where he looks at you and goes, yeah, it seems you ain't got 2 people with you. Let me guess, a bear.
Yeah, something like that. They
Bears happen, he
apparently
says,
in this area.
and the plane sets off, not even caring.
Great.
And you begin to make your way away into the sunset. Alive. But Schmindy, PC, and Sam the Boxer,
Oops.
your fate is very different. You find yourselves
Tell me.
landing on some strange ground. There's almost inky black dirt all around you. And the entire area looks strange. It looks odd. You see a city ahead of you that seems to have many of these insectoid things in it that are milling about the place, and some of them do look towards you. And as you stand on this horrifying planet, I'll leave you with a quote. Yugoth is a strange dark orb at the very rim of our solar system. There are mighty cities on Yugoth, great tiers of terraced towers built of black stone. The sun shines there no brighter than a star, but the beings need no light. They have other subtler senses and put no windows in their great houses and temples. The black rivers of pitch that flow under those mysterious cyclopean bridges, things built by some elder race extinct and forgotten before the beings that came to Yugoth from the familiar voids, ought to be enough to make any man a Dante or Poe if he can keep sane long enough to tell what he has seen. You find yourselves on Yugoth, current home of the Migo, and with horrors before you, as all of your minds break.
Oops.
And that is where we will be leaving today's session. Thank you so much for playing, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this spooky romp through an insane Call of Cthulhu scenario. So just so you know as well, this scenario is adapted from Dissociation, which is in Fear's Tiny Little Noodles. Fear's Sharp Little. It's very, very cool. So definitely check that out if you can. But yeah, it's been a blast. So thank you very much for everybody for playing. You've all been amazing. I've loved going on this weird con trip with all of you. So I guess we'll go around, see, what your favorite moment was, and we'll sign off with whatever it is that you want to do, Lindy. So I guess we'll start the opposite way. So PC, the tech guy.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I had an absolute blast. This was everything I expected it to be and more. I especially appreciate, as the first time playing with you as keeper or running a game, Hollow, being able to handle this insanity that is Laugh Love Lindy as associated with us. It takes a special sort of something to be able to control that, wrangle it, and turn it into a story. Favorite part, I have to say, is the cow magic that came with Cousin Katie. If only we understood the true power of the cow, we could have all survived.
The
Instead-
cows saved me today.
Exactly.
You don't know cow food.
That pure heifer strength saved the day right there. And so, no, this has been grand and a blast. I'm at Deception Check. You catch me here on the channel. So yeah, this is fun. Thank you.
No, it's been great to have you. Good to run for you as well. And we'll move on down to Sam, our movie star, our boxer of the day.
Yes.
Our
Hi.
head.
Yeah, that was me. I was D20 coup de grace, and you can find me, on this channel a lot and playing video games on my channel. And let's see, my favorite part was probably the first cabin. It's just like it brought some vivid pictures in my mind. And I was pretty disgusted with that. So yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, that's a grim part, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. I loved personally that you all walked in, failed your checks to see anything, walked out. I'm like, nope, somebody else, a 3-person job. It's the whole party. But that was amazing. I love that so much. And you were brilliant. I loved Sam. And, he got very ahead of the game in this. So I appreciate that. And of course, brilliant Nogodosaurus.
Hi.
A survivor.
Yes,
survivor
I
of this.
lived. I'm not myself, but I lived. So yay. I'm Nogodosaurus. Yeah, right. I played Cousin Katie. I absolutely loved it. This is the first time I've ever played Call of Cthulhu, so it was an interesting experience, and I would definitely love to play it again in the future. I actually have 2 favorite bits.
Yeah, as many as you want.
Somewhere in the beginning, somebody called me the keeper of cows, and I absolutely love that. That's fantastic. And then my second bit was, of course, the unicorn man in the middle house. I died. That was hilarious. But yeah, so fantastic. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Great way to spend a Friday night.
No, I'm so happy you enjoyed it, and I'm happy to introduce you to Call of Cthulhu, even if it's with the most fucking bizarre scenario that I could have thrown at all of you. I love this, but I like doing the edits to it and stuff, but at the same time, it is a fucking weird one. So welcome to Call of Cthulhu. Enjoy. May Lindy kill your characters in the future, because heaven knows I've had it happen. And speaking of killing my characters, getting somewhat revenge today. Lindy, thank you for having me.
Thank you. Why don't we say, who are you and what was your favorite part? I'll just
I'm a HollowTale. You can find me on Twitter at HollowTale, YouTube at youtube.com/HollowTale, where I do TTRPG related videos and storytelling videos. And I've just released a video tonight. Actually, it was about making D&D characters. It's more of a tutorial one. I usually don't do too many of those, but I've seen some people need a bit of help with it, so there you go. I am usually just your TTRPG Plague Doctor, so find me there, find me on Encounter Roleplay, and find Lindy and myself and some other interesting players as well tomorrow it's about 5 p.m. UK, which is
Eastern.
1 p.m. Eastern, for Teenagers from Outer Space, where I'll be playing a haughty teenage son of a space emperor, which will be very fun. And I've loved most of this session. I've adored how all of you have dealt with your characters. A moment is hard to pick for me because there was so goddamn many. I think everything Schmindy in this was almost like a fever dream of horror in itself, and was very self-aware, which I loved. Cousin Katie was amazing with the cow. I absolutely adored just the cow jokes and the cow powers around it, and the fact that they survived at the end whilst all of you hooked off to Yugar was kind of funny as well. And I loved PC's character as well, because PC the tech guy was just, he had a level of what he was, and he just kept that all the way throughout, which is amazing, because the rest of everybody else was all over the place, and he's like, no, I'm doing tech, and I really like Schmindy, and just got it so hard, and that was amazing, the little interplays there. And movie star Sam over here was brilliant. I love that you punched the formless horror. I was like, bullets don't work, my fist will, was just fucking hilarious. I love that. And that was brilliant. And of course, unfortunately, Michael isn't there right now, but Agent Donald was brilliant. I love the interplay between the two of you, and there was some just amazing comments, and him seeing all the horrors every time. Fuel me. But yeah, so I had a lot. I think all of you are brilliant. It was great to play with you all. Thank you for having me on the channel, Lindy. It was a pleasure to run Call of Cthulhu for you. And yeah, I guess what's yours?
Yeah, so thank you for DMing. Not so this is like our OG little home group right here, and so it's not often that all of us get to play in a game. Usually one of us is DMing, so this was super duper fun and refreshing. And I love Schmindy so much. Like, she's the worst, but it's also the best, and I love hate it. But yeah, so favorite parts, the unicorn man. Just, oh, it got me. It got me good. There's a few other parts that I definitely giggle snorted at. I'm gonna rewatch this episode and be like, oh yeah, that was one. Just, I loved everyone's characters. So everyone was so good and in character, like the whole time. I loved it. It was great. I'm very tempted to make a Snickers Smooch Schmindy Instagram account as like just a joke account and just
You need to.
post awful, like horrible selfies to it just all the time and just be the worst. But thank you guys so much for watching in the Twitch chat, and if you're watching this on YouTube, thank you guys as well. This was an absolute blast. I think our characters were about half of the horror, and then the actual campaign was the other half. It was pretty great.
Yeah,
Yes,
the true horror was the friendships along the way.
it really was. And Shiny Pilot, of course, was fantastic. And you can find him on Shiny Pilot to a Sex. He plays here every Monday and Tuesday, and on our once-a-month Friday Night Aliens game, which we are coordinating dates for all of our things, so stay tuned for when those are going to be happening. I know for a fact that there are going to be 2 Teenagers Matter Space on Saturday mornings this month, and probably 1 Aliens, but then double Aliens in December, because the PDF comes out then. But yeah, definitely check out Hollow's channel tomorrow at 1 Eastern, because I will be DMing Teenagers from Outer Space for the first time, and I have got some fun plans for that, which I'm very excited for. And yeah, just check out every Monday for Mondays in Exandria, which Deception Check runs, and Tuesdays is Mr. Ravenloft. So if you like spooky with these people's shenanigans, you'll like Mr. Ravenloft. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope everyone has had a fantastic Halloween and has a lovely weekend. We will see you all some other time.
Bye.